If I'm being honest, I don't think I know what that is.
Welcome back to ABC News Live. First, I'm Diane Macedo, and we are rolling out the red carpet and bringing you a front row seat to the 97th Academy Awards. The awards will be held on Sunday, and of course, the big question is who will win big across 23 categories and who will get that coveted Best Picture award. We're breaking down the top contenders, getting some predictions, and diving into all the Oscars buzz. But first, Chris Connolly has a look at everything you need to know about this year's nominees.
Everyone deserves a chance to fly, but how high can they go? Sunday night's 97th Oscars will determine if Wicked and its nominated singing and acting stars Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo will soar above all.
Hello.
Or if a Best Actress win for her work in The Substance will cap Demi Moore's 40 years plus on screen. From the 80s, St. Elmo's Fire, or alongside More Than a Few Good Men.
Your Honor, the defense strenuously objects.
But Mikey Madison is on the rise in Best Actress, the unstoppable engine of grit and glee that makes the irresistible Anora go, go, go.
Be a man and talk to me.
Admiration abounds for Timothée Chalamet's Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown.
I walked and I crawled on 6 crooked highways.
His SAG Award win makes Best Actor feel like a three-person race. But which guy?
My buildings were devised to endure such erosion.
The Brutalist is unimaginable without past victor Adrian Brody's desperate passion.
Our faith is a living thing.
And Conclave is built around the murmurs and silences of Ralph Fiennes. The supporting categories had likely winners before you threw out your Christmas tree.
You don't feel weird being in a first-class car?
They would be Kieran Culkin, on the edge, occasionally over it, in A Real Pain.
No one wants to be alone, Dave. Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
And Zoe Saldana from the Star Trek movies, and the Avatars, and the Guardians of the Galaxies, showing many dimensions of her skills and talent in the operatic Emilia Perez. Anora and its 53-year-old writer-director Sean Baker. Now that's just the kind of plucky underdog story that Oscar voters love, and it's the Best Picture favorite. Wicked may have to wait until it's part 2, but when Cynthia and Ariana hop on stage Sunday and start singing live, it might be the Oscar roof that lifts off.
Every time that note, it still gets me. And Chris Connolly is here along with ABC News contributor, senior entertainment reporter at ESPN's Anscape, Kelly Carter, for more. Kelly, I felt like your face had what was in my soul, just that expression every time we hear it. So, Chris, let's talk about it.
I was like, am I going to sing off key or no?
Chris, all right, this is an interesting Oscars, I think, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but based on the other award shows, there seems to be no clear front runner for Best Picture this year.
Well, I guess I would say Anora is still maybe not the clear front runner, but the front runner through a glass darkly. Yeah. Conclave has closed late, right? Conclave got Best Cast at the SAG Awards. That's not a like-to-like comparison with Best Picture. And Conclave also won at the BAFTAs, right? That's a home game for Conclave. So I'm still going with Anora as the favorite for Best Picture.
All right, Kelly, we have to talk about Emilia Perez. Best Lead Actress nominee, Carla Sofia Gascon, is now wrapped up in all this controversy over offensive tweets that resurfaced. She has apologized. So how do you think this will all play into what we see on Sunday, or will it?
I mean, it's interesting. I think that it hasn't really affected, Zoe's chances, I don't think, this season. But, I mean, obviously it has, because beginning at the season, I thought that this was the best.
What's up, everyone? I'm Omar Raja from ESPN on the red carpet at the Oscars. Our thanks to all of you who just watched our coverage of the NBA. But that was just the tip-off to an action-packed Oscar Sunday here on ABC. This red carpet is now officially open, so it's time to begin our live coverage of the 97th Oscars. As they say here in Hollywood, action.
Let's go. It's time to celebrate the year's best movies.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I don't believe you.
Believe it. Oscar Sunday is here. feels good because the biggest stars in Hollywood are arriving now.
It's good to see me, isn't it?
Oh, yes. We're talking live with the nominees, so listen up.
To listen is to accept.
Plus, our fashion team's standing by to watch the world's most glamorous stars arrive in style.
These girls are so cool. Look at her hair.
We're celebrating cinema and the city we love, LA. It's Oscar Sunday.
What a wonderful day!
And it starts now, live.
On the red carpet at the Oscars.
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 You are looking live at Hollywood, California, where the red carpet is now open and the stars are arriving at the Dolby Theater right now for Hollywood's biggest night. Hello everyone, welcome to On the Red Carpet at the Oscars. I'm George Pinocchio coming to you from the first live interview position on this carpet.
Hey George, and I'm Lindsay Davis along with the ever dapper Whit Johnson, the real-life Oscar statuette in the flesh. We're just down the carpet from George, where we can't wait to talk with all of this year's Oscar nominees as they arrive.
You look dazzling, as always. Our third year doing this together, by the way.
It's a charm, that's what they say.
Yes, exactly. We're so excited to join George Pinocchio and the entire team here. And of course, there's a reason they call this Hollywood's biggest night. The eyes of the entire world will be on this very red carpet as stars like Timothée Chalamet, Ariana Grande, Zoe Saldana, and so many more pull up in their limos here outside the famous Dolby Theater.
George, Whit, and I will be here with you interviewing the nominees and presenters leading up to the Oscars telecast featuring first-time Oscar host Conan O'Brien live at 7 Eastern. That's 4 o'clock here in the West on ABC and also Hulu.
And now, since we know many of you just watched the NBA basketball game here on ABC, we thought we'd try something a little bit different, a little fun to get us started, right?
That's right. As you saw, ESPN's Omar Raja is here with us on the red carpet, so we're going to put him to work. Omar?
Come on in, bud.
As you know, red carpet's about 900 feet long. That's about 3 football fields. I know you are not allowed to have some sneakers on the red carpet.
Yes.
I did some calf stretches this morning. I'm doing them right now.
Yep.
Hopefully I can make it.
We're going to challenge you. So the idea is you're going to run from our position all the way to George's position at the front of red carpet. It's not the entire 900 feet, but are you ready to go?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to run, but I promise you I will walk as fast as I possibly can to George.
All right, let's do it. You ready? On your mark? 3, 2, 1.
You're on. George, I'm coming quick. There's a ton of people here on the red carpet. As you can see, everyone's looking beautiful. We got the fans already getting ready. I can't wait to see what happens. George, wow, I'm already kind of feeling it in my calves a little bit. I'm feeling it from what happened this morning. We already have all these beautiful media folks ready to go. As you can see, even Guillermo's here. Look at him. Guillermo, how's everything going?
Oh, everything's going great. Fantastic.
I have one question for you. Who are you most looking forward to talking to today?
Oh my God, Zoe Saldana, Selena Gomez, who else? Fernanda, and a lot of people.
I can't wait to see the video. I know it's always legendary. That's Guillermo. Look at all these beautiful fans ready to go. But George, I promised I'd be quick, so I'm not going to keep you waiting. I'm walking. Wow, he really does have the nicest interview position. How in the world did he pull it off? That's what happens when you're a red carpet legend. Look at these fans. George, I made it. It's a little bit of a walk.
Well, you know how to do it. Congratulations. It gets the high five. And you got the fans really revved up already. And it's just opened, this carpet.
Yeah, things are going well. But I got to get back to my real job. It's been really fun. But I'm doing coverage for ESPN on this red carpet today. So check us out on our social media channels at ESPN on all platforms. But George, I'm going to let you take the show from here.
All right. Well, you go be the superstar you are.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Omar. All right. I will say that you can see Guillermo's interviews tomorrow night on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Now, I think that Omar is going to have a lot of fun on this red carpet, as we all are. But we do have to mention, there was a time where we weren't even certain there would be an Oscar ceremony, and that is because so many people here in Hollywood and across the greater Los Angeles community were impacted by the devastating wildfires earlier this year. So tonight, the Oscar ceremony will honor both the movies and the city of Los Angeles, where so many of them are made. Tonight's Oscar host, Conan O'Brien, is still unable to return to his home in Pacific Palisades. He is now staying in a hotel, but you know what? The show will go on, and as Conan told me just a few days ago, there are going to be some emotional moments, but a lot of laughter too. You're wearing Altadena on your chest.
Yeah.
You've been affected personally by the fires, as all of us have been that live here, but you have to set the right tone for this show.
Yeah.
And of all the years I've covered the Oscars, I think this is the most difficult task for a host.
Thanks. Enjoy your cruise on the Titanic, Conan. The Oscars is a show that is very much a hometown show. It's a Los Angeles show. It's also a show that's going out to the rest of the country. It's going out to the world. It's a celebration of hard work that's been done by many people, not just A-listers, but people below the line, craftsmen, hardworking people. And this is their night to celebrate. So I want to make sure that it's not a funereal tone, because that wouldn't be right either. I think part of the message I'm hoping for this year's Oscars is that we roll up our sleeves and we get back to work.
The poster with you as the golden Oscar boy, I don't know what you're calling yourself in that shot, but it is one of my favorite Oscar posters
Isn't that cool?
ever. Yes.
I can say that because it wasn't my idea, but me as a golden Conan is really funny. My only qualm is that I thought they could just Photoshop that. They came up with the idea and asked me to eat gold for 6 weeks. And I got very sick.
I'm looking forward to what you're going to do on Sunday, but I wonder, in your world, in your family, in your home, are you a big deal?
You ever watch the show Everyone Loves Raymond?
Yes.
It's that. And that I don't know how to turn on the TV. In that regard, I'm very grounded. They see me for what I really am, which is a very inept, aging, white idiot.
But we love you, Conan. On the red carpet at the Oscars is just getting underway. Tonight's nominees are making their way into Hollywood to join us here at the Dolby Theater. We're showcasing fashion, talking with your favorite stars, saying hi to the fans, and highlighting some of our favorite places in Southern California. We love Los Angeles. It's our home, and home to so many iconic locations like the Santa Monica Pier. Pacific Park features the West Coaster and the Pacific Wheel, the first solar-powered Ferris wheel. Add this one to your vacation bucket list. On the Red Carpet Loves LA is sponsored locally by Visit California. California, the ultimate playground.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart.
He's perfect.
Time just stood still.
It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care. He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble.
Everyone's so mean.
I did not know how hard this was gonna be.
Get this, people. Now we're streaming every weekend right to you.
With an all-new show and all-new View, special for the weekends.
Now you can catch The View 7 days a week.
I wonder if you can handle it.
It's the Weekend View.
The Weekend View.
It's the Weekend View, streaming on ABC News Live, wherever you stream.
Take a little time to enjoy the Weekend View.
See you on the weekend!
Now streaming Saturdays and Sundays on ABC News Live, wherever you stream.
The news never stops.
From Tampa, we are here tonight as Hurricane Milton has just made landfall.
The surge just keeps coming up.
Right on the border between Ukraine and Russia.
In downtown Tel Aviv, rockets or missiles coming in.
ABC News Live everywhere.
We're not far from where this rally took place, so just stick with us here.
Here in London.
From the front lines.
Off the coast of Gaza.
Wherever the story is.
We're going to take you there. You're streaming
ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live, streaming free everywhere.
Boys.
Auntie?
Oh.
This is how your father's business works. The life of crime and the life of this deli.
We're innocent.
We'd be the first innocent brown people in jail. Oh my God.
There's a gun in the credenza. Finish him off now.
What?
What part of this are you not understanding?
Credenza, if I'm being honest, I don't think I know what that is.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer, only on Hulu.
And welcome back live to On the Red Carpet at the Oscars, which just opened up now, so the activity's picking up. Of course, part of the fun on Oscar Sunday is seeing what the stars are wearing as they arrive.
And as you'd imagine, we have an entire fashion team standing by to talk about the red looks on this red carpet. Let's toss things over to Leslie Lopez, who has a couple of experts with her also in those red hot looks. Hey, Leslie.
Hey, you know what? We were having so much fun already. We are here another year at the Oscars, and we have the best view in the house on the balcony looking down at all the celebrities coming in. I met with Rashumba Williams, another year with you, supermodel Rashumba Williams, and also celebrity stylist Josie. You were everywhere, sir. You were in Milan just last night and made the flight, so we're happy you're here with us. But we do have to start out with, well, what are you wearing?
Well, I think vintage being such a big trend on the red carpet, I thought it's time to pull out my early 2000s Tom Ford for YSL. So I'm channeling the man today at the Oscars via the 70s, I think.
And you look great. I love that tie.
Thank you, ladies.
All right, Ro, you're glamorous as usual. Who are you wearing?
Thank you. This gorgeous dress was handpicked for me by Irene Albright at the Albright Fashion Library and her team. And our jewels are from El Paseo Jewelers in Palm Desert. I have to say, $1 million in diamonds and emeralds, and it goes on and on. Thanks, Raju. These are the most exquisite diamonds, and you can only get them at El Paseo Jewelers in Palm Desert.
Well, thanks for picking up some for me, Ro. We appreciate it.
Well, you know, I pick up $1 million for you, $1 million for me. Girl's best friend.
All right, well, the red carpet, Ro, just getting started. And Joe, Ro and Joe, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to show you all the glitz and glam tonight right here on the red carpet at the 97th Oscars. Stay with us.
What surprises will we see on this Oscars red carpet? Find out with us live as Ro, Joe, and Leslie break down all the fashion hits and misses. Now, want even more Oscars coverage? Follow On the Red Carpet on social media to see everything behind the scenes tonight and get the latest entertainment news all year round. Like small business, sponsored by Hiscox. Here's small business owner and Hiscox customer celebrity hairstylist, Robert Landeros.
I've been doing this for 29 years. I've always been artistic in the fashion side, decorating side, all that stuff, but I look back now and it doesn't feel like work for me. I love what I do, so it just makes it easy to get up every day and say, let's go to work. We're setting trends, because they look to the dresses, they look to the glam to see what's next in fashion, what's next in beauty, and that's what we're here to provide, is the next level of beauty for our clients. Me as a small business, being a part of this huge day in Hollywood, the Oscars, it's gonna sound a little cheesy, so bring your crackers. I feel like we're winners too.
Like small business, like no business we know. We never sleep because we're busy dreaming.
Sleep? You gotta sleep.
When water from the pipes was pouring down, filed a claim with Hiscox.
We turned it around.
'Cause there's no business like small business.
Like no business we know. Wha-bam!
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
Never before a face-to-face interview with the camera.
Why now? Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer, only on Hulu.
People do not know how to date. That's why they come to us.
As a matchmaker, we're here to help you get your wings on.
Let's get some people married. Why are you single?
Maybe the kind of guys that I go for.
You go for hot guys.
Yeah.
It's a pitfall.
What would you say are like the top things you're looking for?
You don't like hairy men, so all Muslims are out. What are you talking about?
This process doesn't have to suck. He's cute.
Make it happen, boo.
It started with a spark.
Getting that golden ticket today.
Good luck on out the golden ticket.
That grew into a life.
Will change my life.
I know you're nervous.
Show me a place where dreams come true.
I've never seen anything like it.
You're going to Hollywood.
My dream came true.
There are surprises in every person.
Where dreams come true.
The news never stops. We are here in Israel, a nation at war.
Hurricane Helene screaming across the state, and that's why ABC News Live never stops.
Taking you to the center of the story.
As news breaks live.
ABC News Live is there for you all morning live. Right there. As events unfold across the day, breaking down the day's top stories. ABC News Live Prime going there wherever the story is.
And ABC News Live lighting up the weekend.
ABC News Live.
Because the news never stops.
Scamanda. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
I'm Ariel Reshef in Norwalk, Connecticut. Wherever the story is, we'll take you there. You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
Because the news never stops.
Welcome back to On the Red Carpet at the Oscars. We are all dressed in our Sunday best. The energy level here is really high, and we know that the stars are beginning to arrive. And what we also know is that we are all having a lot of fun.
Hi, Danny and I are back with a red carpet edition of ABC's Secret Sales. There are limited time discounts, so you gotta shop right now.
And you don't even need a celebrity budget to feel like a star when you shop our deals.
For instance, how about 50% off of Oprah's favorite pajamas? That's right, we have it all right here from Cozy Earth. Elevated sleepwear that is so soft, you're gonna wanna live in it.
It's crazy how much Oprah and I have in common, because
For
those are my favorite pajamas too. Next, take off stubborn makeup with just water and these fun reusable makeup erasers. I use these. It's so easy and better for the environment than throwing away those makeup wipes.
All right, perfect. How about this? Burn calories, get glowing skin, and boost your mood. Yep, all you gotta do is slip right into this uber popular higher dose sauna blanket. Just get right down in there and give yourself the A-list treatment.
Love that. To save up to 65% off all of this and more, scan that QR code or head now to abcsecretsales.com to get shopping.
The news never stops.
From Tampa, we are here tonight as Hurricane Milton has just made landfall.
The surge just keeps coming up.
Right on the border between Ukraine and Russia.
We're in artillery position about 2 miles away from Gaza.
And ABC News Live is right there everywhere.
We're not far from where this rally took place, so just stick with us here.
Traveling with the president to the U.S.-Mexico border.
Here in London today.
Off the coast of Gaza.
Downtown Tel Aviv, rockets or missiles coming in.
From the most devastating disaster in Hawaii. Some areas are still smoldering.
Wherever the story.
From the front lines, the ruins of Rafah. From the FBI. Reporting from Capitol Hill.
In western Portugal.
Outside of Mexico City.
In Iceland. Let's go.
Here in France.
The eclipse across America.
Just stunning.
Unbelievable.
Streaming live to you.
Wherever the story is.
Wherever the story is. We're going to take you there. You're streaming. ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live. Streaming free everywhere because the news never stops.
It started with a spark.
Getting that golden ticket today.
Good luck on out the golden ticket.
That grew into a life.
Will change my life.
I know you're nervous.
Show me a place where dreams come true.
I've never seen anything like it.
You're going to Hollywood.
My dream came true.
There are surprises in every person.
Where dreams come true.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of World News Tonight, available free wherever you listen. Nightline. The stories that shape your world, that shape your life. Dramatic, stunning, empowering, jaw-dropping. The most powerful stories of our time. Nightline, on right after Kimmel and streaming on Hulu.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Every day of your life. With so much at stake in our world right now, more Americans turn here to David than anywhere else. And now, America's most trusted, most watched newscast, ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir, is available to you on YouTube.
Welcome back to the red carpet, everyone. We want to bring in two members of our team now. ABC's Chris Connolly and Variety's chief awards editor, Mr. Clayton Davis.
Yes.
My long-lost
Welcome
cousin.
back, guys.
Again.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the Oscars without the whole team together. It's great to see you. So, of course, this has been an unusual award season, to say the least. Chris, let's start with you. We can always expect surprises, but what might we see tonight?
I think surprises in reaction to the unexpected are what tonight is going to be all about. And that starts with Conan O'Brien. He wants to react to whatever happens on stage. If somebody says something unusual, a mistake happens, he wants to be there to respond. Raj Kapoor, the producer of the show, is saying you'll see people on stage you're not expecting. I don't think that means Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively next to each other, but you never know. It's the Oscars.
You never know. It's a complete unknown.
That's right.
All right. And so, in 5 seconds, what you're expecting?
I think we're going to have a spread the wealth year. A lot of films are going to win 2 Oscars. No one's going to dominate tonight.
Excellent. Right. We're just getting started at the 97th Academy Awards.
There's a reason they call this Hollywood's biggest night. There's no other place with this many stars. We've got nominees, presenters, performers, and more. Now, for those breaking away, go to ontheredcarpet.com to keep watching our celebrity interviews and fashion analysis live. For the rest of you, we'll be right back with more of the Emmy Award-winning On the Red Carpet at the Oscars.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect. Time just stood still.
It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care.
He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble. Everyone's so mean. I did not know how hard this was gonna be. I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect. Time just stood still.
It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care.
He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble. Everyone's so mean. I did not know how hard this was gonna be.
Look at where we are.
Life could be a dream
Practicing medicine on the ocean.
if I take you up paradise.
It's heaven on earth, right?
Life could be a dream.
We are surrounded by sharks. We can't move and we can't send a distress signal.
The news never stops.
From Tampa, we are here tonight as Hurricane Milton has just made landfall.
The surge just keeps coming up.
Right on the border between Ukraine and Russia. In downtown Tel Aviv, rockets or missiles coming in.
ABC News Live everywhere.
We're not far from where this rally took place, so just stick with us here.
Here in London, from the front lines,
Off the coast of Gaza.
Wherever the story is.
we're going to take you there. You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live, streaming free everywhere.
Hoist.
Auntie?
This is how your father's business works. The life of crime and the life of this deli.
We're innocent.
We'd be the first innocent brown people in jail. Oh my God.
There's a gun in the credenza. Finish him off now.
What?
What part of this are you not understanding?
Credenza, if I'm being honest, I don't think I know what that is.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Live from Hollywood, this is On the Red Carpet at the Oscars.
Just saw Jesse Palmer there arriving here on the red carpet. Hello, everyone. Welcome to those who are just joining us, along with Whit Johnson and George Pinocchio. I'm Lindsay Davis, coming to you live on the red carpet at the Oscars.
Yes, and this red carpet has been open for a half hour now, and with every minute, we'll see more stars arriving ahead of tonight's Oscar ceremony, live on ABC and Hulu at 7 Eastern. That's 4 o'clock here on the West Coast.
You know, in our last half hour, we mentioned that this red carpet was 900 feet long. I want you to take a look at this. We have time-lapse video of crews getting everything ready for Oscar Sunday. Normally, this is the busy Hollywood and Highland Entertainment District. This area would be filled with people enjoying the shops, restaurants, and movie theaters in this area, and taking pictures of the sidewalk stars along the famous Hollywood Walk of Fame. But every year for the Oscars, crews work weeks to create this, the most famous red carpet in the world, where tonight the stars of Wicked, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, The Brutalist, Honora, and all the other Oscar-nominated films will celebrate the year in cinema. One of the toughest races to call this year is for Best Lead Actress, with 5 fantastic performances. This one may be as close as it gets.
There's been a slight misuse of the substance.
Demi Moore said she was in shock when she won her first career Golden Globe this year for The Substance. Now she's a first-time Oscar nominee as well, playing an aging fitness instructor who goes to extreme lengths to feel younger again.
I think the message of it was so important, and I really felt like this could either work or be a disaster, and sometimes those are the richest and best, moments to really step out of your comfort zone for the impact it may have, because you don't know.
Nós vamos sorrir. Sorriam.
Fernanda Torres also won a Golden Globe for her role in I'm Still Here, and now she too is an Oscar nominee for Best Actress.
I'm really, really touched by it, and I never expected. I thought I was so happy already just with the nomination. It's a great, great honor.
Torres is the first Brazilian actress nominated since her mother, Fernanda Montenegro, in 1999 for Central Station. She'll compete for Best Actress with Emilia Perez star Carla Sofia Gascon, Wicked's Cynthia Erivo, and Honora's Mikey Madison, who won Breakthrough Performance Awards from both the National Board of Review and the Palm Springs Film Festival.
What? It's fun, of course. It's also overwhelming. I feel a little nervous, but excited.
All right, this past weekend, Mikey Madison won at the Spirit Awards and Demi Moore won at the SAG Awards. So who is going to take home the Oscar tonight? We'll find out live on ABC. Lindsay and Whit taking it to your end of the carpet.
Looking forward to that, George. And we are joined once again by ABC's Chris Connolly, who knows all, tells all. Chris, at one point it seemed like Carla Sofia Gascon was potentially going to make more history here at the Oscars. She is expected to be here at the red carpet tonight, but of course her campaign really has been derailed.
And derailed like 50 feet of guardrail. I mean, hurt not just her chances for Best Actress, but hurt all of Emilia Perez's chances to run the table in Best Director and Best Picture. Those offensive tweets about things like George Floyd, Islam, the winners of the 2021 Oscars, really setting her back in a big way. Her own director said they were inexcusable, and that's sort of what's happened. Now, this is a movie that still might walk out of here with 3 Oscars in all, but it's not what they dreamed of.
So, forgive me, sorry. Chris Connolly, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We'll come back to you in a moment. We're going to head back up upstairs, the Best Actress race. Also, we're talking about fashion, and Leslie Lopez is there with that.
Whit and Lindsay, we are talking about fashion. And, of course, there are people that have made big splashes on the red carpet this year. And, of course, 2 of those people we're going to get to. But we'll start out with Colman Domingo because, my goodness, he's really made some impact, some big wow moments. What do you think, Ro?
Absolutely. Well, Colman Domingo is in a fashion league all his own. And he was a standout at the Palm Springs Film Festival in this gorgeous embroidered Valentino jacket. He accessorized with lace gloves, and then he wore another embroidered look at the Directors Guild Award. This is also Valentino, and it is a vest. And you don't really see vests worn as jackets, but he did it and pulled it off perfectly. Wow. And finally, at the Golden Globes, he wore this custom Valentino tux, and what made it special was the polka dot shirt and the scarf with the checkers. I have to say, it's all about details.
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, he does a really good job. He brings a lot of intrigue.
And he also got the emerald memo. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, Rose wearing emeralds. So I'm going to wear an emerald
It's not
too."
bad.
Well, there you go.
All right, Joe, who are you so excited to see tonight?
Oh, I'm casting my vote for Demi Moore. She started this 9 months ago, has won almost every single award, and she's winning the red carpet for me. Look at her here at the BAFTAs in a custom Alexander McQueen. The embroidery and the beading on this was all hand done. It's incredible, this halter neck silhouette. I mean, her and her stylist, Brad Goreski, have literally hit it out of the ballpark every single time. And of course, at the Golden Globes, looking like a statuette in that custom Armani Privé, which was so apropos for her to deliver that heartfelt speech that night that we all remember so well, that took us through this entire season and our love of Demi. But of course, my absolute favorite right here at the Critics' Choice Award was a custom Schiaparelli. Look at the detail on the corset lacing up the back. Now, that was a nod to her movie, The Substance, and if you know, you know.
And I guess now we know.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we're very excited. The red carpet's about to get going here. So just stay with us. You're at the 97th Oscars watching all the red carpet glitz and glamour. We'll be right back.
The Oscars, the pinnacle of award season, the night the nominees and all of us have been waiting for. Don't miss a moment as we give you live coverage from the heart of Hollywood. But first, On the Red Carpet Loves LA. You're looking at the newest tourist destination in LA, Academy Museum of Motion Pictures. It's the largest museum in the United States devoted to the arts, sciences, and artists of movie making. This is a must-see on your next trip to Los Angeles. On the Red Carpet Loves LA is sponsored locally by Visit California. California, the ultimate playground.
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
Never before a face-to-face interview with the camera.
Why now?
Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer, only on Hulu.
People do not know how to date. That's why they come to us.
As a matchmaker, we're here to help you get your wings on.
Let's get some people married. Why are you single?
Maybe the kind of guys that I go for.
You go for hot guys.
Yeah.
It's a pitfall.
What would you say are like the top things you're looking for?
You don't like hairy men, so all Muslims are out. What are you talking about?
This process doesn't have to suck. He's cute.
Make it happen, boo.
It started with a spark.
Getting that golden ticket today.
Good luck coming out the golden ticket.
That grew into a light.
Will change my life.
I know you're nervous.
Show me a place where dreams come true.
I've never seen anything like it.
You're going to Hollywood.
My dream came true.
There are surprises in every person.
Where dreams come true.
The news never stops. We are here in Israel, a nation at war.
Hurricane Helene screaming across the state, and that's why ABC News Live never stops.
Taking you to the center of the story.
As news breaks live.
ABC News Live is there for you all morning live. Right there. As events unfold across the day, breaking down the day's top stories. ABC News Live Prime going there, wherever the story is.
And ABC News Live lighting up the weekend.
ABC News Live.
Because the news never stops.
Scamanda. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
I'm Jacqueline Lee reporting from the devastating fires in Los Angeles. Wherever the story is, we'll take you there. You're streaming ABC News Live.
We know her, we love her. She's had 16 Oscar nominations in her career and the last 8 in a row. This time it's Diane Warren, nominated for her original song, The Journey, from the 688. And people are talking and they're saying that you're a favorite tonight. What are you thinking?
Well, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and thinking there's going to be a change. But I am kind of hoping. I'm hoping because I am insane. And yeah, that would be great.
You've had a lot of years to come up with the perfect speech, right?
Yeah, some of those have ended up in my pocket, crumpled. I do have one tonight. If I'm lucky enough to get up there, I do.
So you have done this song for this movie, and it really showcases the song. It's not just at the end of the movie, and you were especially proud of that, weren't you?
Yeah, I love how the song is used in the movie. It's so powerful, and you see the images of the real women, in the movie, and it's just like, it's not just, you don't have any choice of how a song is used in a movie, but this was a beautiful way of being used. And then it's being used everywhere else now, too, which is great.
Because it's the journey from the 688, but I should say, Diane always has our heart, and she has my heart once again tonight, because I'm her good luck charm, darn it!
Yes, you are my good luck charm. I love this. Oh my God. I'd kiss you, but I don't want to get makeup all over you. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Diane Warren.
Love you.
The red carpet is officially open at the 97th Oscars, and the nominees, like Diane Warren, are on their way to talk live with George Pinocchio, Lindsay Davis, and Whit Johnson. As you're watching our Oscar coverage, grab your phone and follow our live blog. Go to ontheredcarpet.com to check it out. We'll be posting updates all day as the stars arrive, and all night as the winners are announced. There's no business like small business. Sponsored by Hiscox. Here's small business owner Raju Mehta from El Paseo Jewelers in Palm Desert, California.
Being a small business is just not selling merchandise. It's being part of their life. We have so many customers who will come and tell us stories about their family, themselves. So if communities takes care of local businesses, it will help economy of that city to grow, that area to grow, and it will help people to take care of people.
There's no business like small business, like no business we know. We never sleep because we're busy dreaming.
Sleep? You gotta sleep.
When water from the pipes was pouring down, filed a claim with Hiscox.
We turned it around.
'Cause there's no business like small business.
Like no business we know. Wha-bam!
It was a kidnapping, torture case.
A crime of greed and cruelty.
The men tortured the victim by beating, tasing, and burning him.
And this is where it gets really horrible. The guy was cutting off my roommates. It was like a bad dream.
This crime was horrific.
He's a psychopath.
How could you possibly defend somebody like that?
This was a story about greed, sadism, evil.
Wicked Game, Devil in the Desert, only on Hulu.
Look at where we are.
Life could be a dream.
Practicing medicine on the ocean.
If I take you on paradise.
It's heaven on earth, right?
Life could be a dream.
We are surrounded by sharks. We can't move, and we can't send a distress signal.
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
Never before a face-to-face interview with the camera.
Why now?
Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer, only on Hulu.
Thursday. We have a possible hostage situation.
I got his location.
There's nobody here.
911 is back.
Something's not right.
Almost nothing is right about it. As its most intense season yet continues.
Zip ties, rope,
Blood. He's a damn serial killer. And it looks like he took Maddie with him.
We're gonna find her. The 911 two-part return begins Thursday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
This is a life of crime and the life of this deli.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of World News Tonight, available free wherever you listen.
Hi, I'm Jamie Lee Curtis, and I am watching the Oscars with you. I'm just not there. I'm with you, except I'm wearing pajamas. But so are you. So we're basically doing the same thing. So we're the same person. So why aren't you sitting next to me? I don't understand. Call me.
Oh, we love her. And now on to one of our favorite Oscar season traditions, to look back at some of the nominees' earliest roles before they were stars.
We don't have enough money to get the car fixed. I have an idea.
Long before she was an Oscar nominee, Zoe Saldana got her big screen, big break on a road trip with Britney Spears in Crossroads. Zoe's screen debut came in an episode of Law & Order.
Did Gabriel mess with you? Is that why you don't like him?
I take care of myself.
Coincidentally, fellow Oscar nominees Timothée Chalamet as a murder victim
Could you please not tell Mom and Dad about us playing Xbox?
and Sebastian Stan as an accused killer started on Law & Order 2.
The truth is, you were only thinking about yourself. Isn't that so?
No.
Edward Norton also got his big break playing an accused killer.
Your job is just to sit there and look innocent.
Well, I am innocent.
His film debut in the Richard Gere thriller Primal Fear earned Edward a Golden Globe and his first Oscar nomination.
It's good to see me, isn't it?
Before she was an Oscar nominee for Wicked, Ariana Grande was in The Wizard of Oz with the Fort Lauderdale Children's Theater, where she also played the title role in Annie. Ariana rose to fame on the Nickelodeon series Victorious, including this memorable Oz-inspired episode.
Tofu! Well, I have a feeling we're not in the Hollywood Arts bathroom anymore.
Isabella Rossellini is a first-time Oscar nominee for playing Sister Agnes in Conclave. Her very first acting role was also as a nun in the 1976 film A Matter of Time, along with her mother, three-time Oscar winner Ingrid Bergman. Demi Moore's first acting role was in the 1981 movie Choices.
No, you're a hard one to figure out.
A year later, she started a 3-year run on General Hospital.
Does that mean you're still suspicious of Van Gelder?
Adrian Brody was just 13 when he won the starring role as an orphan in the TV movie Home at Last. Felicity Jones was 12 in the TV movie The Treasure Seekers. And Kieran Culkin was just 7 when he played his brother Macaulay's bedwetting little cousin Fuller in Home Alone.
Fuller, go easy on the Pepsi.
All right, do you recognize this young man? Hey, that's a young Jeremy Strong at the Oscars back in 1993. He just came as a fan that year and one of the lucky few who watched the red carpet along the bleachers. Now, Jeremy is a first-time Oscar nominee this year for The Apprentice. Talk about a dream come true. And here's a live look at the fans in the bleachers here this year, all dressed fine in black. And who knows, maybe in another 32 years, we'll be talking about one of these folks as an Oscar nominee as well. As the late Judy Tenuta used to say, it could happen. And now we're going to send it up to Leslie Lopez and the fashion team.
Oh, thanks so much, George. I mean, we're very excited. A lot going on tonight. Already getting the vibe as to how the fashion might play out just based on the entire season. And Mikey Madison has been making quite the splash this season. So, Ro, what do you think?
You know what? Mikey is a budding fashionista, and she was golden at the Golden Globes.
Wow.
She was in this gorgeous strapless sequined Bottega Veneta gown. It's one of her signature looks, column gowns with no straps, and she looks gorgeous. And then she was amazing at the Governor's Awards, and this is an off-the-shoulder Prada dress. Now, I love it because red seems to be her color, and who doesn't love a pop of color on the red carpet? But she also wore another red look, and this was a caped, draped Proenza Schuler gown, and this was at the Santa Barbara Film Festival. So who knows, maybe she'll be wearing red tonight. That could be a surprise.
That would be a lot of fun. Now, Joe, the Wicked ladies, I mean, really, they've made their presence known on every red carpet. Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, what do you think? What do you think they're coming in as this evening?
Amazing. First of all, I said since they stepped out at the Super Bowl last year to promote the movie, they've been doing their version of method dressing, which I think is like method acting, to really promote the movie, doing their pink and green screen numbers. That was before, of course, at the premiere, Wicked. Of course, at the Golden Globes, look at Ariana in her vintage 1966 Givenchy Haute Couture that I know that her stylist pulled from one of the best vintage dealers in Los Angeles. And then, of course, Cynthia in her black and white Louis Vuitton, which she is an ambassador of. And then finally at the SAG Awards, look at this ethereal pale pink Loewe gown that was specially created for Ariana. She looks like Glenda to me. Like, this is the most incredible, angelic moment. She's floating on the carpet. And then, of course, Cynthia in her vintage Givenchy, which I love.
Yeah. They just kind of make your imagination go places. I just love it. It is just fabulous.
I love seeing them dressed for the different venues. It's so cool.
Very, very nice. All right, you're watching the 97th Oscars. Red carpet is open. We'll have more from the Oscars coming up. Stay with us.
Which glamorous star is going to turn the most heads on the world's most famous red carpet? Stay tuned to find out live. Want more Oscar Sunday fun? Follow On the Red Carpet on social media to see even more from the carpet, behind the scenes, and maybe some surprises.
People do not know how to date. That's why they come to us.
As a matchmaker, we're here to help you get your wings on.
Let's get some people married. Why are you single?
Maybe the kind of guys that I go for.
You go for hot guys.
Yeah.
It's a pitfall.
What would you say are like the top things you're looking for?
You don't like hairy men, so all Muslims are out. What are you talking about?
This process doesn't have to suck. He's cute.
Make it happen, boo.
You up for this? Let's get this done.
Being a cop is stressful.
Every year on the job is different. No guts, no glory.
Showtime.
Get down!
Work smarter, not harder.
New The Rookie, Tuesday on ABC and stream on Hulu. My wife wanted to be seen as the perfect mom, so she created a YouTube channel.
A Mormon happy family, but only what we wanted to show them.
Weird things started happening. Ruby said the children were demonically possessed. That blew the powder keg.
I'm still recording!
Ruby has crossed a line of abusive to psychotic.
Getting that golden ticket today.
Good luck on out the golden ticket.
Will change my life.
I know you're nervous.
Show me a place where dreams come true.
I've never seen anything like it. You're going to Hollywood.
My dream came true!
There are surprises in every person.
Where dreams come true.
I'm Robin Roberts in Southern California, covering those devastating wildfires. Wherever the story is, we take you there. You are streaming ABC News live.
I'm about to go live, so one of this year's most intriguing Oscar races is for Best Director. Now, all 5 of tonight's contenders are first-time nominees in that category.
Opera singer.
James Mangold struck a chord with audiences and the Academy with a complete unknown.
You don't have to be so tight.
Mangold has previously been nominated for Best Picture for Ford vs. Ferrari and Screenplay for Logan, but this is his first time nominated as a director.
Okay, good, cut. You can't talk yourself out of being flattered and honored when your peers have decided that your work is one of the best of the year.
Jacques Audiard, nominated for Emilia Perez, a Spanish-language film, directed his leading ladies all in French.
You want to destroy them.
Audiard is the first person nominated for Best Director and Original Song in the same year. He's also nominated as a producer and screenwriter. Sean Baker for Honora also joins the exclusive list of filmmakers with 4 nominations in a single year. He's up for Best Director, Best Picture, Screenplay, and Editing.
3, 2, 1, action!
Coralie Farget is nominated for The Substance. She's just the 10th woman ever nominated for Best Director.
You make films to reach people, so when you get those eyes on you and you're invited to all those great, nominations, that's just a huge honor.
And Brady Corbet is nominated for The Brutalist. Corbet won Best Director at the Golden Globes.
It was a very difficult movie to make, and so I'm happy that, there's a handful of people who really appreciate it.
A very competitive category, so Variety's chief awards editor Clayton Davis is back with us again. One of the surprises, John M. Chu not making the cut for Wicked.
I know, unfortunately, and there's Bowen Yang right there from Wicked.
Well, we're going to talk to him in just a sec. Stay right there.
Blockbusters had a hard time this year. No Denis Villeneuve, no John M. Chu. The biggest movies of the year, financially successful, but they missed out. But, we have a really good lineup nonetheless.
Best movie, best director often go hand in hand. May not be the case this year, though.
Not always. About a third of the time, sometimes they do split. This year, I think they actually might go together. We might have Sean Baker winning with Lenora, but Conclave, if it wins, obviously the director isn't nominated there. So then I watch out for Brady Corbet to pull it off.
What about some surprises that you might be watching?
I mean, every category seems pretty wide open this year because a weird year would yield a weird result in the end. So I'm looking at supporting actress, I'm looking at original song, I'm looking at director, picture, screenplay, everything.
There's a lot going on. As you can hear, the wind is whipping. Lots of excitement as many of the participants are starting to arrive here. Are we able to bring in Bowen now? Yes.
Let's go ahead.
We are. We're going to swap the guys out.
The dip in knowledge and information that just happened. You want to talk to Clayton Davis the entire night.
Bowen, we're going to talk to you right after the break.
Right.
But, you already got to look at the fashion and everything. Stay with us as we lead up to the 97th Academy Awards.
Hey, guys, soon.
13 of this year's acting nominees are first-time nominees. Don't miss any of the action as they have their Oscar moment on the red carpet. For those of you breaking away for local news, you can keep watching our Oscar coverage at ontheredcarpet.com. The rest of you should stick around because we will be right back with Bowen Yang.
The news never stops.
From Tampa, we are here tonight as Hurricane Milton has just made landfall.
The surge just keeps coming up.
Right on the border between Ukraine and Russia.
We're in artillery position about 2 miles away from Gaza.
And ABC News Live is right there everywhere.
We're not far from where this rally took place, so just stick with us here.
Traveling with the president to the U.S.-Mexico border.
Here in London today,
Off the coast of Gaza.
Downtown Tel Aviv, rockets or missiles coming in.
From the most devastating disaster in Hawaii. Some areas are still smoldering.
Wherever the story.
From the front lines, the ruins of Rafah.
From the FBI.
Reporting from Capitol Hill.
In Western Portugal.
Outside of Mexico City.
In Iceland. Let's go.
Here in France.
The eclipse across America.
Just stunning.
Unbelievable.
Streaming live to you.
Wherever the story is.
Wherever the story is.
We're going to take you there.
You're streaming.
ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live. Streaming free everywhere because the news never stops.
It started with a spark.
Getting that golden ticket today.
Good luck on out the golden ticket.
That grew into a light.
Will change my life.
I know you're nervous.
Show me a place where dreams come true.
I've never seen anything like it.
You're going to Hollywood.
My dream came true.
There are surprises in every person.
Where dreams come true.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of World News Tonight, available free wherever you listen. Nightline, the stories that shape your world, that shape your life. Dramatic, stunning, empowering, jaw-dropping. The most powerful stories of our time. Nightline, on right after Kimmel and streaming on Hulu.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Every day of your life.
My wife wanted to be seen as the perfect mom, so she created a YouTube channel.
A Mormon happy family, but only what we wanted to show them.
Weird things started happening. Ruby said the children were demonically possessed. That blew the powder keg.
I'm still recording!
Ruby has crossed a line of abusive to psychotic.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of This Week, available free wherever you listen.
Live from Hollywood, this is On the Red Carpet at the Oscars.
The brothers behind the live-action short Aileen. Explain the title.
Those who are just joining us on the red carpet at the 97th Annual Academy Awards. We have Bowen Yang here with us.
Hello.
Thank you so much for waiting around, and congratulations, 10 nominations for Wicked.
Yes.
You played Glinda's bestie.
Yep.
You guys have such great chemistry really on screen. Tell us about the relationship with you and Ariana Grande off screen. I know that you recently had her on your podcast.
Yes, we did. We had her on the podcast. It was one of the more organic friendships that I've had in adulthood, which is like really rare. I think as you grow older, you know, you can't quite tell what the connection points are, but it just felt like so magical and so easy, and it all translated. And she's like that with everybody. Everyone on set felt such a connection with her. She's
Love
wonderful.
that. Well, we've seen that connection, the chemistry with everybody, during this award season. But I want to ask you, because I understand that it was actually difficult for you to be part of the film because you had to get special permission, right, from Saturday Night Live to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And was it Ariana Grande who pulled through for you? How did it come together?
Ari got Lorne Michaels on the horn and said, "Can you make this happen?" And he said, "I can't if he's going to miss shows." And so then the producers at SNL, the producers on Wicked, it was just a beautiful group effort to make sure that I could do both projects, and I never missed a show. I have no regrets. It did wear on me a little bit, but it was so fun. I'm so grateful I got to do it.
And we're so grateful that you were able to do SNL last night. Fly right to LA, then you go right back and do it all over again. Bowen, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks,
really
guys.
appreciate it.
Happy third year.
Thank you.
Yes.
And we're going to send it back over to George.
All right, thank you very much. She is an actress who became an Oscar winner, who became a friend. It's Children of a Lesser Gods. Marlee Matlin, who has done so many other projects since then. But Marlee, you represent the Academy here tonight. This is a big night, and we also celebrate Los Angeles. What should we know about how this will happen tonight, perhaps?
I think there's going to be so much that's going on. The audience is just going to be able to appreciate and talk about and honoring all the firefighters and all those who've done so many things on so many different levels. But the one thing that's very unique for me to acknowledge, as a person who's always advocated for our community, especially with closed captioning, I need to point out that as a person who has advocated for closed captioning, I want to say that finally the Academy is recognizing an Academy Award of Merit, an Oscar for all closed captioning technology, the first of its kind at the SciTech Awards on April the 29th. It's whatever kind of captioning is out there, they're recognizing that. And what they've done, what they did with Chris Nolan in 2014 with Sound Labs, we're going to be doing now with closed captioning. So I'm very, very proud of that, being part of that effort.
Well, I feel like we've heard it from you first. I love you, I adore you, and I love that you constantly fight and make sure that the hearing impaired get what they need when they turn on a television. So thank you, Marlee.
It's for everybody. Okay. It's for everybody.
You know you're my favorite. We love Marlee. I have a lot of favorites too. All right, I'm going to toss it over to Lindsay.
All right, thanks, George. And 3 of the stars from A Complete Unknown are nominated tonight. Timothée Chalamet as Bob Dylan, Edward Norton as Pete Seeger, and Monica Barbaro as Joan Baez.
What a cast. All 3 of them sang live and played their own instruments in the film. I recently sat down with Monica, who told me that was just part of what made taking the role so intimidating.
When the river's freezing.
I didn't play guitar, I didn't sing, so first and foremost, I had to learn to do those things and learn to do them as well as I could to sound like and look like Joan, who is such an incredible singer and a guitar player. And she's an activist, she's a strong woman, she represents so much, she has this magnetic energy. So I was deeply intimidated by trying to fill her shoes in any way.
I'm not the one you want, babe. I'm not the one you...
How worried were you about how the fans might see you and how Joan herself might interpret your performance?
Oh, I was terrified. I was just completely, I had so much anxiety because I respect her so much and I wanted to do her justice, and I also wanted to perfect her sound and and make it as close as I possibly could to being her, so that she was accurately represented in the movie.
So here you are. This is your first Oscar nomination. How would you describe the feeling now to be joining this premier group of actors?
Well, it's funny. It is kind of crazy to me when people say, like, it's your first Oscar nomination. I feel like there's inherently this energy of, like, as if there will be more, which is, like, it's so hopeful and wonderful. I still haven't really even processed the fact that I am in any way sort of categorized by this with all of these actors and actresses that I admire.
I still can't get over the fact that she learned to play guitar and sing in just a matter of months, and she was incredible.
I haven't been able to do that in years.
Right, exactly. She, by the way, a Bay Area native. We went to rival high schools back in the day.
Right?
I was a little bit older, but yeah, same hometown. So shout out to the Bay Area.
They all did really a phenomenal job of really embodying these real life people. All right, we'll send it back over to George.
Ethan Slater is one of the stars of Wicked. Wicked is up for 10 Oscar nominations tonight. You must feel like every time, for instance, if they say, and the winner is Wicked, that you're part of that win.
Yeah, it does feel that way, and I think it feels that way for a lot of movies because it's such a collaborative effort to make something, and everyone's pouring their heart and their soul into it. But I also think this group in particular has been really generous, and I just feel really proud of everybody who worked on it. So it does feel like a big win, whether or not it's Paul Tazwell specifically or the whole.
Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, they love doing this. They show up and they're both full of life and energy, and that had to bring something to the set as well.
Oh yeah, they led with such grace and humility and also energy. Nobody loves Wicked more than the people who made it, and that started with Ariana and Cynthia, and they cared so much about, bringing the best to these characters, and it certainly trickled down to everyone.
Sometimes actors can't answer this next question, but you can see Ethan in Wicked now. What about next?
I can't really answer that question, but do keep your eyes out, I guess, actually. Right. I'm close to being able to answer it, but I can't quite answer it.
All right, everybody, it's Ethan Slater, and who knows where we'll see him next.
I was born.
One by one, the cast of Wicked is showing up. Cynthia and Ariana must be arriving soon, so stick around to see them live. But first, On the Red Carpet Loves LA. The historic El Capitan Theater made its debut along Hollywood Boulevard in 1926. Now, almost 100 years later, it remains a jewel in the crown of Los Angeles. And right next door, the home of Jimmy Kimmel Live. On the Red Carpet Loves LA is sponsored locally by Visit California. California, the ultimate playground.
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands. It's a serial killer case.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
More and more men are going missing, and then the lead broke the case open. They discovered the farm.
The whole place was so bizarre.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
The largest number of unidentified human remains, second only to the World Trade Center.
Not many people live to tell about their involvement with the serial killer.
Everything we know about this case comes from you.
Absolutely. Let's not do that.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Never before a face-to-face interview with a camera.
Why now?
Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer. Only on Hulu.
Thursday.
We have a possible hostage situation.
Got his location.
There's nobody here.
911 is back.
Something's not right. Almost nothing is right about it.
As its most intense season yet continues.
Zip ties, rope, blood.
He's a damn serial killer. And it looks like he took Maddie with him.
We're gonna find her.
The 911 two-part return begins Thursday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
It was a kidnapping, torture case.
A crime of greed and cruelty.
The men tortured the victim by beating, tasing, and burning him.
And this is where it gets really horrible. The guy was cutting off my roommates. It was like a bad dream.
This crime was horrific.
He's a psychopath.
How could you possibly defend somebody like that?
This was a story about greed, sadism, evil.
Wicked Game, Devil in the Desert, only on Hulu.
We are surrounded by sharks. We're dead in the water.
The 97th Oscars are tonight, and the stars are arriving now at the world-famous Dolby Theater in the heart of Hollywood. On the red carpet, special aerial coverage is provided by Air 7, the news helicopter for ABC 7 Los Angeles.
And welcome back, everybody. We are here with the Wizard of Oz himself, Mr.
Yes.
Jeff Goldblum, his wife Emily. Thank you so much for coming here. I mean, you're presenting today?
No, you've been misinformed. Although, I guess I'm presenting, in a sense, I don't know what sense that would be.
Just right out of the gates, I want to ask you, we've been talking, Wicked is well represented here. You have, many of your co-stars are on hand. What are you most looking forward to today? What do you think that your film could bring home?
Hey, good question. Well, I'm looking forward to just being here and enjoying ourselves and celebrating the community and all the people in the cast. You know, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are just unbelievably fantastic and incomparable. John M. Chu made a fantastic movie. And I just love that people seem to love the movie, and a lot of people have seen it or seeing it, and may, as some have suggested, be seeing it like The Wizard of Oz for years and moments to come. That would be a fantastic thing to bring to the community, you know. I love it myself, and since I saw the stage show, I've been in tears and my heart broke wide open with love, you know, everlasting.
Back in 1996, you were nominated for Little Surprises.
Yeah.
Nearly 30 years later, does it lose its luster at all? Does this ever get old to come to these?
Well, you're so sweet to reference that. No, you know, I'm lucky. It was my dream when I was a kid to be part of this community and have a place in filmmaking and acting, and no, I'm thrilled about it. It always feels like the first time to me, and to see it through Emily's golden eyes is, you know, kind of makes everything.
Can you give us any hints on what's coming up in the second installment of Wicked?
Ooh,
anything at all?
I don't want to be a tattletale.
Yeah, sure you can.
Or a spoiler.
Something.
Well, I do something in it. I may be tuneful.
The wizard is involved.
I might be tuneful. There might be some emotional complications and twists. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, Elphaba and Glinda, oh my gosh, will further thrill you and chill you and devastate you. Yes, so there will be that. Now, what else?
All right, okay. Well, we'll take that. We'll take that for now. Jeff, Emily, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Once again, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo going to perform tonight.
Oh,
I know.
That boutonniere, oh my.
Oscar Sunday is always guaranteed to have some surprises. What will happen this year? Well, definitely some jaw-dropping fashion. Stay tuned to see it all happen live. On the Red Carpet is sponsored locally by Hiscox. There's no business like small business. What's good to watch, read? Where can I get a great deal on what I'm just dying to buy? Oh, it's all right here. GMA Life. All the exclusive and buzziest celebrity good stuff. Deals and steals with amazing savings and the coolest lifestyle tips from Good Morning America.
Get excited!
I love that so much. It's time for GMA Life.
GMA Life, streaming weekends on ABC News Live. Your weekend just got a little better with GMA Life.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect. Time just stood still.
It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care.
He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble. Everyone's so mean. I did not know how hard this was going to be.
The news never stops. We are here in Israel, a nation at war.
Hurricane Helene screaming across the state, and that's why ABC News Live never stops.
Taking you to the center of the story.
As news breaks live.
ABC News Live is there for you all morning live. Right there. As events unfold across the day, breaking down the day's top stories.
ABC News Live Prime going there, wherever the story is.
And ABC News Live lighting up the weekend.
ABC News Live.
Because the news never stops.
Thursday.
We have a possible hostage situation.
Got his location.
There's nobody here.
911 is back.
Something's not right.
Almost nothing is right about it.
As its most intense season yet continues.
Zip ties, rope, blood.
He's a damn serial killer.
And it looks like he took Maddie with him.
We're gonna find her.
The 911 two-part return begins Thursday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Wherever news breaks, ABC News Live Prime. We'll take you there.
Reporting from the West Bank, I'm Tom Soupy Burridge. Wherever the story is, we'll take you there. You're streaming ABC News Live.
We want to see your celebrity selfies. Upload them now at ontheredcarpet.com/selfie. We'll post our favorites to the On the Red Carpet social pages.
His name is Boyd Holbrook, but you may know him better as Johnny Cash in A Complete Unknown. Your film's up for a lot of Oscars tonight, and you're part of the film. Has your life changed since you made this movie?
No, I don't think my life has changed. It's just got a little bit more complicated. This is very cool to be a part of, but in reality, I have a 3-month-old at home, and we have a babysitter, and so we're just sneaking out to get here. It's a miracle.
Well, has the phone started ringing more? Have you started reading more scripts as you're sitting with the baby?
Yeah, I've got a stack of scripts to go through, and you can definitely feel the buzz for this film, the importance of this film, and to be a part of it, I'm just riding the wave.
You know, when this movie starts, there's all this great music and this great story to go along with it, and you feel like you're on a ride and you don't want to get up, you don't want to leave your seat, you can't go to the restroom, right?
Yeah. This film is incredible. It's the celebration of Bob Dylan's life and the other artists that surrounded that era, which is probably the most pinnacle time in music.
So we are broadcasting right now all around the country and in several countries around the world. What should every casting director know about Boyd Holbrook? So you book that next role. I'm trying to help you out here.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
All right. Well, you go play here at the 97th Oscars. It's Boyd Holbrook, who plays Johnny Cash in A Complete Unknown. And now to Lindsay Davis, who plays Lindsay Davis on ABC.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You know,
plays her well, too.
Every once in a while. Sometimes I have my off days. George, thank you. But now I want to bring in Chris Connolly, who there is no one who can substitute for the Chris Connolly. But I want to talk about international films at this point. For so many countries, an Oscar nomination obviously is a huge deal.
Yeah, you know, Flow this year is up from Latvia, this wonderful animated film. People love it. And when something like this wins, it's a huge deal for the home country. I was here in '89 when a Danish film won, and you would have thought Denmark had just scored a goal in the World Cup. The journalists went out of control. It was wonderful. So it's a big deal for people.
So what's your prediction?
Well, you got two movies that were nominated also for Best Picture. You have Emilia Perez, and that has to be considered the favorite. But I'm Still Here is a great capital G film. Really emotionally powerful story of life in a repressive environment and the most wonderful portrait of a happy family you've ever seen. So I think that's going to be the surprise winner tonight.
Lots of people rooting for a number of them, especially Brazil. Lots of excitement
you
there.
Bet that's true.
All right. Thanks, Chris. We're going to send it back over to Leslie Rashomba and Joe to talk some serious red carpet fashion.
You know, Lindsay, we're having so much fun up here. Already watching a lot of people make their way in. And, of course, now it's getting really crowded. We're waiting for some of the bigger names to arrive. And yet we are also on high alert. Zoe Saldana is going to be here soon. And we're just very excited about her season overall. How's it been, Joe?
Oh, I mean, an incredible award season for her. And, of course,
look at her here at the Critics' Choice Award. Of course, she's a YSL ambassador, so she's been wearing only YSL this entire time here at the SAG Awards in this sort of ruffle detail. And coincidentally, did you know that YSL as a brand is also a producer of Emilia Perez as well? Now here she is at the Critics' Choice in this red YSL with an open back, with a flowy silk, and of course, dynamite and popping on the blue carpet there, looking radiant as ever. But I also do love her so much here at the Golden Globes in a black strapless sequin YSL gown, of course with that plunging neckline, looking like $1 million like both of you ladies.
I wonder what she's gonna come out. Thanks so much. I wonder what she's gonna come in at. I just am so excited. So many of these guesses. I guess that's it.
I guess you'll wear YSL.
Yes,
that is for sure.
Now, your prediction. Who's gonna wow tonight?
Ooh, I think Demi will wow, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to the boys. I think Coleman Domingo, Timothée Chalamet. Don't write the boys off.
Coleman Domingo definitely has my vote. I have to say he is head and shoulders above the rest when it comes to his men's fashions.
Oh, I love it. All right, On the Red Carpet continues here at the 97th Oscars. Stay with us.
Stylish stars like Selena Gomez, Halle Berry, and last year's Best Actress winner Emma Stone will take the stage as Oscar presenters tonight. Don't miss it when they arrive here on the Emmy Award-winning red carpet. Now, ever wonder what it's like backstage at the Oscars? Well, tonight, GMA's backstage for you, with all the stars and all the buzz you might miss. See it all tomorrow morning on Good Morning America's Oscar Monday After Party on ABC.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect.
Time just stood still.
It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care.
He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble.
Everyone's so mean.
I did not know how hard this was gonna be.
It was a kidnapping, torture case.
A crime of greed and cruelty.
The men tortured the victim by beating, tasing, and burning him.
And this is where it gets really horrible. The guy was cutting off my roommates. It was like a bad dream.
This crime was horrific.
He's a psychopath.
How could you possibly defend somebody like that?
This was a story about greed, sadism, evil.
Wicked Game, Devil in the Desert, only on Hulu.
Thursday.
We have a possible hostage situation.
I got his location.
There's nobody here.
911 is back.
Something's not right.
Almost nothing is right about it.
As its most intense season yet continues.
Zip ties, rope,
Blood. He's a damn serial killer.
And it looks like he took Maddie with him.
We're gonna find her.
The 911 two-part return begins Thursday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Look at where we are.
Life could be a dream.
Practicing medicine on the ocean.
If I take you paradise.
It's heaven on earth, right?
Life could be a dream.
We are surrounded by sharks. We can't move and we can't send a distress signal.
What's good to watch, read? Where can I get a great deal on what I'm just dying to buy? Oh, it's all right here. GMA Life. Get the latest celebrity buzz, deals and steals, and the coolest lifestyle tips from GMA.
I love that so much.
Streaming weekends on ABC News Live.
Joining us now are Emily, Julian, and Kellen. These are the faces behind this movie, Sugar Cane, one of the nominated documentaries this year. This movie is so full of emotion, and it's a hard subject matter, and it all happened. So why don't you just tell people who haven't seen it briefly what it's about so they will immediately write it down and watch it this week.
Sugar Cane's on Disney Plus and Hulu. It follows an investigation into missing children and abuse at the Indian residential school that my family was sent to near Williams Lake, British Columbia, Canada. But it's also about the survival of our people in the face of cultural genocide.
You hear that and you know how serious it is, but you have to tell this story. As you're helping to tell this story, are tears coming out of your eyes during the making of?
absolutely. I think a lot of tears were shed, but we also laughed a lot. We celebrated a lot. It's a film about resilience as much as it is about trauma and suffering.
And when the film is over, Emily, what do you want us to feel? What do you want us to maybe continue to research or look into as we move forward after your film is over?
I think it's important for people to know that this is the origin story of North America, that this is a story of how 6 generations of kids were taken from their family. And as we look out on a world that is struggling with the same sort of issues of authoritarianism and separation, the story couldn't be more meaningful than it is now. And we need truth and we need art to continue to hold power to account. And we hope people are moved by what we made.
Very good. These are the folks behind Sugar Cane, nominated in the Best Documentary category tonight.
All right, George, let's take a closer look at that documentary category with our expert Variety Chief Awards editor Clayton Davis. And Clayton, of course, Sugar Cane, a historic nomination.
Yeah, first Indigenous director from North America to be nominated, and especially coming 1 year after Lily Gladstone got her historic nomination. It's great to see representation really spilling out into the other categories. And the movie started off really strong early in the season. It stands a solid chance tonight, but this is actually the most wide open category. I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm actually going to be a really bad pundit this time around.
So in prior years, I think it's safe to say when the documentary category came on, that was the time for people to get up and get a snack, take a little bathroom break. But really, I would say because of streaming, as a result, these movies are really finding a broader audience, and people actually have a vested interest in who wins.
Yeah, they're available. They're available for anyone to go watch right now. I mean, listen, if you're anyone like my wife, you're constantly watching docuseries and taking notes about how to get rid of me sometimes. But no, this is a great moment for documentaries. I think we're in the golden age of documentaries at this moment. And looking at this lineup, any of them can win. That's how good this lineup is.
So since we don't have much time left, but you said it's wide open, we're going to put you on the spot anyway. If you had to pick, at least give us top 2 most likely to win.
I think it's going to come down to Porcelain War or No Other Land. I think No Other Land has a lot of the momentum. It's a very topical issue. Porcelain War has a lot of the guild support. I'm going to go with Porcelain War. That could make or break your Oscar pool, though.
Okay.
Lots of anticipation and a lot we still don't know, with a lot of people just not sure who's going to win in a number of categories this year. As we continue our report.
The news never stops.
From Tampa, we are here tonight as Hurricane Milton has just made landfall.
The surge just keeps coming up.
Right on the border between Ukraine and Russia.
We're in artillery position about 2 miles away from Gaza.
And ABC News Live is right there everywhere.
We're not far from where this rally took place, so just stick with us here.
Traveling with the president to the U.S.-Mexico border.
Here in London today, off the coast of Gaza.
Downtown Tel Aviv, rockets or missiles coming in.
From the most devastating disaster in Hawaii. Some areas are still smoldering.
Wherever the story.
From the front lines, the ruins of Rafah.
From the FBI.
Reporting from Capitol Hill.
In western Portugal.
Outside of Mexico City.
In Iceland.
Let's go.
Here in France, the eclipse across America.
Just stunning.
Unbelievable.
Streaming live to you.
Wherever the story is.
Wherever the story is.
We're going to take you there.
You're streaming.
ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live. Streaming free everywhere because the news never stops.
It started with a spark.
Getting that golden ticket today.
Good luck on out the golden ticket.
That grew into a light.
Will change my life.
I know you're nervous.
Show me a place where dreams come true.
I've never seen anything like it.
You're going to Hollywood.
My dream came true.
There are surprises in every person.
Where dreams come true.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of World News Tonight, available free wherever you listen.
Attention teachers, no child is to be sent to the principal's office today. Kids, if you want to do crime, now's the time. Happy first day of school.
A beautiful young mother with a secret she's dying to keep.
Everybody loved her, but she was a liar.
Scamanda. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
Thursday.
We have a possible hostage situation.
I got his location.
There's nobody here.
911 is back.
Something's not right.
Almost nothing is right about it.
As its most intense season yet continues.
Zip ties, rope, blood.
He's a damn serial killer.
And it looks like he took Maddie with him. We're gonna find her.
The 911 two-part return begins Thursday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of 2020, available free wherever you listen.
Live from Hollywood, this is On the Red Carpet at the Oscars.
Again from Hollywood as we start a new hour of our live red carpet coverage of the 97th Oscars alongside Lindsay Davis. I'm Whit Johnson. George Pinocchio is down at the first interview position on this carpet. We'll have more from him in just a moment.
And we keep saying it gets more exciting as we get closer to showtime. We're saying it because it's true. We're just a couple of hours away now from the Oscars ceremony, and first-time Oscar host Conan O'Brien live here on ABC and Hulu. This red carpet keeps getting busier. We're still waiting for so many of the night's biggest stars to arrive. George has another star with him now. Hey, George.
Well, hello. I always tell people who come to California and ask me, where do you see the stars? I say, go to the grocery store. That's where you see them the most. That's where I first saw June Squibb, our next guest, the Academy Award nominee for Nebraska. 10 years ago, we were on this carpet talking about Nebraska. You are just as happy now as you were then.
I've had a wonderful 10 years.
Let's talk a little about those 10 years. You had Thelma just last year. You became an action star, and now you have Eleanor the Great coming out. What are you going to show us? What side of you with Eleanor the Great?
Well, I think the most exciting thing is the fact that Scarlett Johansson directed it. It's her first feature, and it's wonderful. She's wonderful.
You have been acting now, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, for 75 years. You were born the year that the Oscars were first given out, 1929.
1929, that's the year.
And yet on your IMDb page, you no longer have a birth date. What's up? Are you now saying you're 65?
I don't know what happened to it. I don't think anyone believed that I'm younger than 95 anyway. So,
but what is the best part about being 95 in Hollywood and still working?
you just get to do what you want to do. People say, what do you want to do? And you can say, this is what I want to do.
And what she will be doing tonight is presenting hair and makeup, and your hair and makeup looks great, as well do you, as always.
Thank you. I've got great people helping me, really do.
All
Wonderful
right.
people.
I'll see you at the grocery store, darling. Here you go.
Mwah.
June Squibb, everyone, and now Whit and Lindsay.
All right, George, thank you. We are joined now by Mr. Divine G. Of course, Coleman Domingo plays you in Sing Sing. You wrote the screenplay as well. Your first time out of the gate, here you are at the Oscars.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a moment that's memorable in my life for, many years to come. I'm just so grateful of the fact that America and the world is embracing the fact that theatrical arts save lives. We have a 3% recidivism level. I don't know if you understand that, but the RTA, and in comparison to 60% of people that don't go to this program, they come back to prison. So we are creating an element of safety for society. And, I want to put a lot of emphasis on that, and it's just a pleasure to be there. And I will say, Coleman Domingo did a spectacular job at portraying me.
He sure did. I mean, nominated for his second Academy Award in 2 years. But I do want to ask you this. It was so powerful and beautiful, the chemistry among the actors as well. And many of them were former inmates. What was it like bringing the team together? Was it difficult for some of them to come back and carry out some of these scenes?
It's always a difficulty going back into an environment that's, prisons are hell. I don't put no cut on that. Prisons in New York State, they very draconian on their punishment situation. So it was a bit difficult. We had a psychologist on the set, that was helping us in case we got some backlash or flashbacks or whatever. But, we saw a bigger mission, at hand. We were going in here to carry this message and show the world that there's just not humans in prison, but arts save lives.
And I think that you all were very successful at that.
Yeah.
Mr. Divine G, thank you
and congratulations,
so much.
by the way.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
And now to some stats on the Oscar statuette. Did you know Each Oscar 13.5 inches tall. They weigh 8.5 pounds, and they stand on a base that is 5.25 inches in diameter. Just a little quick, math numbers that I happen to have out of my pocket.
And of course, we do know there's a whole team that works on creating all the new Oscar statuettes each year. And entertainment reporter Joelle Gargiulo from WABC in New York got to go inside their factory. Joelle.
And while now we are just hours away from finding out who will walk away with those shiny gold statues, turns out they are made 3,000 miles away from here in New York. In a humble workshop in New York's Hudson Valley, Hollywood's highest honors take shape. The Oscar. Since 1929, it's been a symbol of the best in film. And the winner is... And for the better part of the last decade, they've been made here at UAP.
As you dig into the process, you'll see that it's something that you can't rush.
The golden figurines are a labor of love, with countless talented people behind the scenes, creating the most famous trophy in entertainment.
Most everybody here has a part to play.
The process begins with a mold, then a wax copy.
We're going to open the mold.
There are imperfections on this, but not after Amy touches it.
Very lightly melt it together.
From wax to the ceramic shell and 12 layers of coating, which each one takes about a day to dry.
So this is going to be by hand.
From there, the wax Oscar inside that ceramic shell is melted out and replaced with bronze.
Casting the metal into the shell.
The bronze Oscar then heads to the finishing department to get sanded down and fix any imperfections.
Bring it up to grit.
Each statue is then sent to Epner Technology in Brooklyn, where they're plated in copper. Then
goes to nickel plated.
And finally,
24 karat gold.
Then the statuettes make their way back to UAP. Whoa! For final assembly. And here in front of you is
the Oscar.
And while this workshop is some 3,000 miles away from Hollywood, the Oscar tells two stories of excellence.
We pour our hearts into this piece. For me to see it on the ceremony, there's no words.
One of the masters who craft it, the other of the legends who receive it.
The work here is hard, but everybody does it with a smile on their face.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! So who is going to be holding those Oscars later on? We don't know just yet, but I will be at the Vanity Fair party, and I hope to catch up with those Oscar winners in just a few hours.
And you know what? We just saw who passed us here on the red carpet, perhaps the most important people of the night. Those black briefcases with the winners in there. I mean, you probably need like the Brinks armored truck or something in order to make sure
it was under heavy security.
Exactly.
Don't want to misplace that case.
But in case you were wondering where the design of the Oscar comes from, it's actually a knight holding a sword standing on a reel of film. Just a little fun fact to share at the cocktail party. The film has 5 spokes signifying the 5 original branches of the Academy: actors, directors, producers, technicians, and the writers.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and throw it up to fashion now, and Leslie and the team is up there. Hey, Leslie.
Hey, you know what? We're having so much fun. And what we try to do every season and every Oscars is try to pick out trends.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're seeing a sparkle trend going. So Rachel Sennett, she was here just moments ago, just really looking fabulous. Tell us what you think, Ro.
You know what? Timeless elegance has been a trend on the carpet this entire award show season. And Rachel Sennett is continuing that trend in this raspberry sparkly Balenciaga gown. She looks gorgeous, strapless, amazing, and it pops on that red carpet.
You know, George was just talking to June Squibb, and she's just delightful. What do you think about her sparkles, Joe?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, for her to say to George in her interview, she's 95. Look at her rocking sparkles and sequins on the red carpet. It really goes to show you that when you want to do something fabulous, it really knows no age.
Yeah, there you go. And Joe Locke also showed up in sparkles.
Love
Unexpected or expected?
Yeah, you know what? What I love about young Hollywood is they know how to take a classic look and make it young, fresh, and modern. You got like a coat with tails, elegant, easy, aristocratic, but then you zhuzh it up with a gold sparkly vest. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I'm going with Joe Locke's look.
Could I pull that off? The other Joe?
Absolutely. I think you can do this as well, Joe.
So.
Really, really cool.
All right, the stars are on the red carpet, and there's more to come right here on the red carpet at the Oscars.
Ooh, the excitement is building as more Oscar nominees and presenters arrive to talk live with Lindsay Davis, Whit Johnson, and George Finocchio. Those 3 are so lucky, and we are so lucky to call Southern California home. On the red carpet, loves LA. The California coastline stretches 840 miles with more than 400 public beaches. There's no better place to have some fun in the sun and the sand. On the Red Carpet Loves LA is sponsored locally by Visit California. California, the ultimate playground.
Thursday.
We have a possible hostage situation.
Hottest location.
There's nobody here.
911 is back.
Something's not right.
Almost nothing is right about it.
As its most intense season yet continues.
Zip ties, rope, blood.
He's a damn serial killer.
And it looks like he took Maddie with him. We're gonna find her.
The 911 two-part return begins Thursday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
The news never stops.
From Tampa, we are here tonight as Hurricane Milton has just made landfall.
The surge just keeps coming up.
Right on the border between Ukraine and Russia.
In downtown Tel Aviv, rockets or missiles coming in.
ABC News Live everywhere.
We're not far from where this rally took place, so just stick with us here.
Here in London.
From the front lines.
Off the coast of Gaza, wherever the story is.
We're going to take you there. You're streaming. ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live, streaming free everywhere.
Look at where we are.
Life could be a dream.
Practicing medicine on the ocean.
If I could take you up to paradise.
It's heaven on earth, right?
Life could be a dream.
We are surrounded by sharks. We can't move and we can't send a distress signal.
Boys.
Auntie?
This is how your father's business works. The life of crime and the life of this deli.
We're innocent.
We'd be the first innocent brown people in jail. Oh my God.
There's a gun in the credenza. Finish him off now.
What?
What part of this are you not understanding?
Credenza, if I'm being honest, I don't think I know what that is.
Nightline, the stories that shape your world, that shape your life. Dramatic, stunning, empowering, jaw-dropping. The most powerful stories of our time. Nightline, on right after Kimmel and streaming on Hulu.
And we're back with Chris Connolly again. And Chris, as we mentioned, the devastating fires here in Southern California earlier this year, very much on the minds of everyone here tonight.
Of course, so many people in Hollywood and beyond impacted, and so many people doing what they can to try to help out.
Absolutely, yeah. The entertainment community has really been stepping up for some of those who've lost everything. An industry volunteer group called Zello Support has partnered with studios to supply furniture from movie sets for displaced fire victims, and it's free of charge. As you'll see, one couple is enhancing their new living space with pieces from Wicked.
We will partner with the studios and production companies, go into their archives, and unlock gently used or new furniture that we could bring into this showroom, and we could schedule shopping experiences for families who were impacted by the fires.
We're shopping for furniture because everything that we had was burned to the ground.
This is pieces of furniture that will help us make our house a home.
Well, unfortunately, we lost our home in the fires in Altadena, which we really loved. We loved living out there. But through, just a lot of luck, we finally found this place, which we're settling into, and hopefully starting our new life from here. We went to the Zello Support showroom. We picked out some incredible pieces, obviously, that have really brightened up this experience for us, and we're very grateful for that. It called to me and it said, "I'm here for you, Abby." And I love it so much. This would be Galinda's room divider. It's crazy to think only a month before all of this happened, we were seeing Wicked in theaters with our friends and our family. Just like a month later, we have that furniture in our new home.
This is Hollywood community coming together and helping LA rebuild.
And you'll recall the Academy pushed back Oscar voting this year because of the fires, and they canceled the annual Oscar nominee luncheon, although they did have dinner last week, instead donating that money from the luncheon for fire relief. And we're going to see more of a fundraising element on that front during the ceremony tonight, guys.
So much that people are doing to help in any way, and I'm so glad that this night actually is happening because, of course, it brings millions of dollars in revenue to the city of LA. And as we can see, the crowd is thick as more of the nominees continue to arrive here at the 97th Academy Awards.
Almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
Never before a face-to-face interview with a camera.
Why now?
Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer, only on Hulu.
People do not know how to date. That's why they come to us.
As a matchmaker, we're here to help you get your wings on.
Let's get some people married. Why are you single?
Maybe the kind of guys that I go for.
You go for hot guys.
Yeah.
It's a pitfall.
What would you say are like the top things you're looking for?
You don't like hairy men, so all Muslims are out. What are you talking about?
This process doesn't have to suck. He's cute.
Make it happen, boo.
It started with a spark.
Getting that golden ticket today.
Good luck on out the golden ticket.
That grew into a light.
Will change my life.
I know you're nervous.
Show me a place where dreams come true.
I've never seen anything like it. You're going to Hollywood.
My dream came true.
There are surprises in every person.
Where dreams come true.
You up for this? Let's get this done.
Being a cop is stressful.
Every year on the job is different. No guts, no glory.
Showtime.
Get down!
Work smarter, not harder.
New The Rookie, Tuesday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Friday nights at 9 on ABC.
Shocking.
Noon 2020 True Crime.
Reporting from Donald Trump's inaugural ball, I'm Kira Phillips. Wherever the story is, we'll take you there. You're watching ABC News Live.
And welcome back to Live on the Red Carpet. Edward Norton there, one of the nominees. We saw Whoopi Goldberg, the red carpet heating up. We measured it out, 900 feet, 3 football fields.
Exactly
it takes
right.
2 minutes to walk from one end to the other, but clearly with this traffic jam, it's backing up.
We know because we did
Yes.
time it out, but so much excitement and a lot of selfies actually from the nominees themselves as they arrive here on the red carpet. Right at the start of the red carpet, our very own George Pannacchio.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is their film, visual effects is their category. Here they are, nominated for this. I feel like when you do the work you do, the technology has changed before the movie's even done. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's we're constantly sort of evolving like technology. It's like the work seems to be getting a little bit harder, but like the technology sort of allows us to do more and things a little bit faster as we go.
If we saw the first draft of what you've done, would we be shocked at the final product, or does it look pretty good in the beginning?
We had some good concept art to work with from the beginning. So, we did, there's plenty of design work done well ahead of before we started production.
So we've got all these effects. Do you like it most when you're scaring people or you're tugging at our hearts?
Just evoking any kind of emotion, and that people aren't looking at the CG, but they're watching a movie and watching characters emote. So any strong emotion is great.
And is there one thing that people in your life say to you about what you do for a living that brings you here to this carpet?
The idea, exactly what Stephen was saying here, the idea of actually moving people, telling a story in a way that can't be told with a human being in front of a camera necessarily. There's stories we can do with the technology and really take advantage of that, and that's really fun.
Good. We're going to see soon enough if you guys win for visual effects for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Do either of you roar? Anybody roar? No?
Do we roar?
Then go!
We left that to the director.
Thank you.
George, that is so much fun. You guys are having way too much fun down there, and we're having fun up here because guess who just walked in? Ariana Grande in something that is just so magical. Tell me anything to add?
It's literally Grace Kelly moments for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it looks like an embodiment of Grace Kelly. I mean, if there's a movie, she needs to play
She
her.
does look like she stepped right off of the silver screen and onto the red carpet.
Just amazing. All right, we have more coming up from the red carpet right here at the Oscars. Stay with us.
Ooh, it's becoming a traffic jam on the red carpet, and there are even more stars pulling up in their business books.
The life of crime and the life of this deli.
We're innocent. We'd be the first innocent brown people in jail. Oh my God.
There's a gun in the credenza. Finish him off now.
What?
What part of this are you not understanding?
Credenza, if I'm being honest, I don't think I know what that is.
You up for this? Let's get this done.
Being a cop is stressful. Every year on the job is different. No guts, no glory.
Showtime.
Get down!
Work smarter, not harder. New The Rookie, Tuesday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
Never before a face-to-face interview with the camera.
Why now? Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer, only on Hulu.
We are surrounded by sharks. We're dead in the water.
The documentary is Elton John, Never Too Late. The song is Never Too Late. The Oscar nominee is Brandi Carlile with producer-composer Andrew Watt. Okay, Brandi, you enter Elton John's life, and your life changes.
Yeah, and he entered my life when I was such a young child that this is an absolute miracle to me. But he has changed my life.
Do you think you could turn him into a country kind of star?
Oh, he's more country than I'll ever be, baby.
You need to explain that.
Oh, he's got some country song, Texas Love Song, all of Tumbleweed Connection.
Tumbleweed Connection,
and I
for
think
sure.
I've heard a rumor we may see him in a cowboy hat tonight.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I will say this, when Elton won the Oscar for The Lion King, I remember him saying that he loved the idea of doing more movie music. Do you feel the same way now?
I do feel the same way now. I am just beside myself to be here, as I know Andrew is. You know, when I discovered Elton John, it was 1992, and there wasn't an inch of my wall that didn't have a poster of Elton John on it. And none of my friends knew who Elton John was at my school until he won the Oscar for The Lion King. And so my love for Elton and my love for entertainment has been intertwined with the Oscars in important ways.
And they didn't know because you were only 11 at the time.
That's
it's
right.
Brandi Carlile, Andrew Watt, and now it's on to Whit Johnson and Lindsay Davis.
All right, George, thanks so much. And let's bring in Clayton Davis here, one of our experts, because speaking of Brandi Carlile, Elton John, of course, collaborating with a wonderful song they put together, and he could make history again here today.
Yeah, he's won twice. He is currently undefeated at the Oscars. He only loses to himself when he's triple nominated. So I know this just came out recently that he's losing his eyesight, and there's a lot of good will surrounding him at the moment. So he is a dark horse in the race.
So 16th nomination for Diane Warren. Any chance this is the year, 688?
In my entire career, I've only predicted her one other time. It was the Hunting Ground year, and I'm predicting her this time. I think it might be her year. Sweet 16, Diane Warren might actually do it, guys.
We heard it here first.
Also an incredible song with her.
688.
Yeah, I mean, with Amelia Perez songs, there's two of them. They may be splitting the vote, allowing Diane to come up the middle and take it home.
All right, Clayton
Cross the
Davis,
fingers.
plenty of competition in that category here at the 97th Academy Awards.
The party is in full swing here on Hollywood Boulevard. Who will George, Lindsay, and Whit find on the red carpet next? Stick around to find out. For those of you breaking away for your local news, you can still stream us live at ontheredcarpet.com. For the rest of you, we'll be right back with Cynthia Erivo after the break with more Oscar Sunday coverage live here in Hollywood. What's good to watch, read? Where can I get a great deal on what I'm just dying to buy? Oh, it's all right here. GMA Life. All the exclusive and buzziest celebrity good stuff. Deals and steals with amazing savings and the coolest lifestyle tips from Good Morning America.
Get excited!
I love that so much. It's time for GMA Life.
GMA Life, streaming weekends on ABC News Live. Your weekend just got a little better with GMA Life.
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
Never before a face-to-face interview with the camera.
Why now? Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, playground of a serial killer, only on Hulu.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect. Time just stood still. It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care. He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble. Everyone's so mean. I did not know how hard this was gonna be.
The news never stops. We are here in Israel, a nation at war.
Hurricane Helene screaming across the state, and that's why ABC News Live never stops.
Taking you to the center of the story. As news breaks live.
ABC News Live is there for you all morning live.
Right there, as events unfold across the day, breaking down the day's top stories. ABC News Live Prime going there, wherever the story is.
And ABC News Live lighting up the weekend.
ABC News Live.
Because the news never stops.
The news never stops.
From Tampa, we are here tonight as Hurricane Milton has just made landfall.
The surge just keeps coming up.
Right on the border between Ukraine and Russia.
In downtown Tel Aviv, rockets or missiles coming in.
ABC News Live everywhere.
We're not far from where this rally took place, so just stick with us here.
Here in London. From the front lines.
Off the coast of Gaza. Wherever the story is.
We're going to take you there. You're streaming.
ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live. Streaming free everywhere. Now you can listen to a podcast version of This Week, available free wherever you listen.
Live from Hollywood, this is On the Red Carpet at the Oscars.
All right, look, we have the best twofer of the night, the best duo. It's Whoopi Goldberg, it's Cynthia Erivo, nominated. Okay, I could talk to you guys for all night, but let me just say this with Cynthia. She's got this new song, Replay. Have you heard it, Whoopi?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Cynthia, that song is beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
And she's going to be hosting the Tonys.
Good luck. Enjoy.
This is my favorite thing. She'll be playing Jesus Christ at the Hollywood Bowl in the not too distant future.
Jesus Christ, Superstar, doing Superstar. Yeah. Wonderful. Who's your Judas? I don't know yet. Okay. We're figuring it out. Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Whoopi, I think that you know what it's like to be here. You know what it's like to be nominated for an Oscar. So does she. You both are always the kindest of souls whenever I see either of you. What is it about showbiz, or maybe it's just your roots that make you that kind of a person?
Well, we don't have anything else to prove. Yeah. We can be nice because there's no reason not to be. That's right. Yeah, that's right. There's no better answer than that.
Well, you know I'm a nosy guy, and I want to know what's going to happen on that stage with you tonight and Ariana.
When you see it, you will know. Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
Hear it.
Even not giving an answer she's polite.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else can she say? She wants to be polite and says, listen, just wait. Yeah. Just be patient, George. Be patient.
Okay, so Cynthia, this is now the culmination of this particular year. I feel like you've been so kind about talking about Wicked and everything that has been involved, and you get a couple of months off and you'll be talking about Wicked too.
Well, not a couple of months off. We're still working, but I'm really excited to talk about Wicked 2 for good because I'm excited to see the journey that they've been on. I'm excited to share it it with people. This is literally a bookmark in a very big, beautiful book.
I am not allowed to ask you to sing, but I wonder if you would tell people why they need to go online right now anywhere to listen to Replay and what it means.
Well, I'd love people to have a listen to Replay because it's as honest as I could possibly be. And I think a lot of people might connect to what it's saying and to how people feel sometimes that they can't necessarily share. This might be a bit of a story that everyone might have for themselves. Yeah.
There's a reason you're beloved. There's a reason you're beloved. And Whit Johnson and Lindsay Davis are on the other side of the carpet. Did you want to say hi? I know you know them.
Yeah, where are they? Hey, y'all.
Hey,
y'all. Wish you were here, but because we have George, you have to stay where you are.
You can say hello once you come down.
You're going to be passing our way in just a little bit.
Right. You know.
Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What a powerful interview that was, because Whoopi already is a part of that very exclusive club of the EGOT winners, if you want to call them that, right? If you've gotten all 4. And Cynthia Erivo is just the O away. She just needs the Oscar tonight. She also could join that club.
And if she does that, she'd be the youngest to
right.
reach that accomplishment. And of course, we're going to have to talk about the fashion here because
Her
I know
outfit in
our team,
particular.
both of them, Cynthia and Whoopi, and Cynthia staying in line with that wicked theme with the green. So let's toss it up to Leslie and the team for that.
Hey, wait, I mean, really bringing in the drama. I mean, beautiful, magnificent. All right, what do you think, Ro? Cynthia Erivo looked incredible.
Cynthia Erivo is a living, breathing.
All right, Felicity Jones also stepped in. What do you think, Joe?
Oh my God! Well, first of all, nominated for The Brutalist. She talks about having her style be more classic and elegant with a twist. There is such a quiet elegance to her. She's worn a lot of Armani Privé in this award season, and I just love this on her. It almost looks like liquid silver.
Yeah, it really does.
Pour it all over her, fits her like a glove, and I love the cutouts. And sometimes the cutouts can be wrong on a carpet, but I think she's doing it beautifully.
That works. You know what I noticed, Joe, is that there's a lot of classic silhouettes that have like a bit of a modern twist to this season. We saw that on the fashion runways, and now we're seeing it on the red carpet.
Isn't that so much fun? So much, I mean, just getting started, too. This is all just happening. All right, very much excited to see who else shows up here on the red carpet at the 97th Oscars. George, back over your way.
All right, thank you very much. The Oscar ceremony is now just 90 minutes away. We know Conan O'Brien is hosting the show for the very first time, but which of this year's star-studded nominees will actually take home the Oscar?
The Oscars red carpet filled with stars, and hopefully with sweet moments like this from last week's Screen Actors Guild Awards. Best Actress nominee Cynthia Erivo praising supporting actress nominee Monica Barbaro for her turn as Joan Baez in A Complete Unknown.
Please keep singing. Please. No, it's really, really beautiful. It's lovely. I had no idea. I thought that was like...
And SAG Awards for her role in the horror film The Substance.
The Golden Globes was such a shock, and so there's been beauty and joy in each moment.
Moore is nominated along with Fernanda Torres, Carla Sofia Gascon, Mikey Madison, and Cynthia Erivo.
No one expected a film about a conclave with mostly men and one glorious woman to perhaps have the journey that it's had.
Conclave's ensemble win at the SAG Awards made the race for Best Picture at the Oscars even more exciting. It's up against Emilia Perez, Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here, The Substance, Dune Part 2, Wicked, The Brutalist, and Anora, whose cast just hopes that audiences continue to support smaller films.
Independent movie is very important. So if you have a chance and you still have a chance, go watch it in theaters.
Anora won top honors and multiple awards this season, including the Critics' Choice, Producers Guild, and Directors Guild Awards.
Hollywood's biggest stars are mixing and mingling, and so many of tonight's nominees are still on their way. What will they say to Lindsay, Whit, and George? Besides, be patient, George. And what other fashion moments will we be having? Well, we're going to find out in just a few minutes. But first, On the Red Carpet loves LA. Let's go shopping. World-famous Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills is the intersection of luxury, fashion, and entertainment. It's a designer lover's destination. On the Red Carpet Loves LA is sponsored locally by Visit California. California, the ultimate playground.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect. Time just stood still. It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love. You act like you don't care.
He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble. Everyone's so mean. I did not know how hard this was gonna be.
It was a kidnapping, torture case.
A crime of greed and cruelty.
The men tortured the victim by beating, tasing, and burning him.
And this is where it gets really horrible. The guy was cutting off my roommates. It was like a bad dream.
This crime was horrific.
He's a psychopath.
How could you possibly defend somebody like that?
This was a story about greed, sadism, evil.
Wicked Game, Devil in the Desert, only on Hulu.
Thursday. We have a possible hostage situation.
Got his location.
There's nobody here.
911 is back.
Something's not right.
Almost nothing is right about it. As its most intense season yet continues.
Zip ties, rope.
Blood. He's a damn serial killer. And it looks like he took Maddie with him.
We're gonna find her. The 911 two-part return begins Thursday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Look at where we are.
Life could be a dream.
Practicing medicine on the ocean.
If I take you up to paradise.
It's heaven on earth, right?
Life could be a dream.
We are surrounded by sharks. We can't move and we can't send a distress signal.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of Nightline, available free wherever you listen.
Reporting from New York, I'm Eva Pilgrim. Wherever the story is, we'll take you there. You're streaming ABC News Live.
Here's a fast fact sponsored by Spectrum. Tonight's Oscar ceremony will be seen in more than 200 countries and territories around the world.
Welcome back. Last year, Colman Domingo earned his first Oscar nomination for Best Actor in Rustin. This year, he's back with another Best Actor nod for his performance in Sing Sing.
Consecutive nominations there. Colman plays an incarcerated man this time in the true story of a life-changing prison theater group with nearly all of his co-stars in the film actual alumni of that program.
Sometimes it's just all a little too much. On the heart.
All I knew about it before I watched was that it had actually people who had been incarcerated who were now serving as the actors. And I really couldn't tell when I watched. Everybody seemed like a real actor.
That was part of the draw. I mean, it really was. It's about this rehabilitation through the arts program at Sing Sing Prison that was founded by inmates. And so they got all these skills, these theater skills, these acting skills. And my director, Greg Creedar, thought it was brilliant to actually invite some of these guys to audition to be a part of it. And so it just brings another level of reality to it as well.
And you shot in prisons that had been decommissioned. Now you're bringing people who were formerly incarcerated back to this space.
Yeah.
Give us a sense of what that's like.
Listen, I think that I commend these men for putting back on their prison greens. That's something I'm sure they never thought they would do, but they knew the task at hand. They wanted to share this story, which is a very different story of people and what they're doing in prison. You know, that not everyone's there to just, just wait away their time and do their time. But there are people who are really looking for tools to, find some light, find some joy, creativity, become a better human being. And so this one does that.
You said that you felt closer to this film than any other. What was unique about this one?
I think it was I was offered the opportunity to bring my whole self into this film, to how much I care about black and brown men, how much I care about these brothers who, because of circumstances, ended up in the prison industrial complex. And I know that these men are my cousins, they're my neighbors, you name it, and no one's telling their stories.
such powerful performances in that. And one more note on Colman Domingo. Since he's nominated tonight along with Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez, it's the first time ever 2 Afro-Latino performers have ever been nominated in the same year.
Yeah, another opportunity to make history here. Let's go ahead and bring in Chris Connolly to talk about Best Actor once again. Colman Domingo, also the first to be nominated back-to-back since Denzel Washington, but a very competitive category.
Yeah, you know, and if you're rooting for a great Oscar acceptance speech, you're rooting for Colman Domingo. If he gets up there, I think hearts will break open because he'll be so powerful. But this is a very competitive category. Let's face it, Timothée Chalamet, we've been talking about, the youngest ever to win this category. He was so great as Bob Dylan. He doesn't turn 30 for a while yet. He could be in there. Ralph Fiennes, totally different sort of career. He played Voldemort. He was in Schindler's List. He was in the Grand Budapest Hotel for Wes Anderson. Fascinating career. But I think your leader right now in this category is Adrian Brody, back for number 2. That movie, The Brutalist, is unimaginable without him.
All right. Well, we will see. Again, another competitive field there. And I think we have 2 of the stars we're bringing in now from Anora.
I'm going to move on.
There you go.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Hey, so nice to meet you. Yes.
Hi.
Did you all ever think that Anora was going to get so much just fanfare, rave, and connect really with the viewers? No. Okay, it's very simple.
No.
Yeah. So Sean Baker, the director, has actually said that you are Russia's Ryan Gosling and his secret weapon. What do you think of those 2 analogies?
I don't know. I'm not a weapon. I'm human. I say with love. You know, that it's only one the main goal for me. Maybe that's why.
You're the first Russian actor to be nominated in many years for an Academy Award. What does that mean to you to potentially be able to win here tonight?
Well, I don't know. It's first time in my life. It's so new. Everything is new. Speaking with you is new for me. I just trying to catch the moment.
Yes.
We're here. It's moment is going. It's reality.
And I just want to add. Floor here is
the
very
soft.
It's very clean. Yes,
it's the most cutest and soft. Red carpet in our lives.
It's the little things in the midst of the big things. Congratulations to both of you for all the success of Anora. Thank you so much. You heard it here. That very squishy, comfortable red carpet. Our coverage will continue in just a moment.
So will Adrian Brody win his 2nd Best Actor Oscar? Will Cynthia Erivo become the youngest EGOT winner ever? We will find out tonight on the 97th Oscars on ABC and Hulu. Now, what's your go-to social media site? On the Red Carpet happens to be on all of them. Follow us now for more Oscar Sunday fun and the latest entertainment news all year round.
The news never stops.
From Tampa, we are here tonight as Hurricane Milton has just made landfall.
The surge just keeps coming up.
Right on the border between Ukraine and Russia.
We're in artillery position about 2 miles away from Gaza.
And ABC News Live is right there everywhere.
We're not far from where this rally took place, so just stick with us here.
Traveling with the president to the U.S.-Mexico border.
Here in London today.
Off the coast of Gaza.
Downtown Tel Aviv, rockets or missiles coming in.
From the most devastating disaster in Hawaii. Some areas are still smoldering.
Wherever the story.
From the front lines,
the ruins of Rafah.
From the FBI.
Reporting from Capitol Hill.
In western Portugal, outside of Mexico City.
In Iceland. Let's go.
Here in France.
The eclipse across America.
Just stunning.
Unbelievable.
Streaming live to you.
Wherever the story is.
Wherever the story is.
We're going to take you there.
You're streaming.
ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live. Streaming free everywhere because the news never stops.
It started with a spark.
Getting that golden ticket today.
Good luck coming out the golden ticket.
That grew into life.
Will change my life. I know you're nervous.
Show me a place where dreams come true.
I've never seen anything like it.
You're going to Hollywood.
My dream came true.
There are surprises in every person.
Where dreams come true.
Thursday.
We have a possible hostage situation.
Got his location.
There's nobody here.
911 is back.
Something's not right.
Almost nothing is right about it.
As its most intense season yet continues.
Zip ties, rope, blood. He's a damn serial killer. And it looks like he took Maddie with him.
We're gonna find her.
The 911 two-part return begins Thursday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
We are surrounded by sharks. We're dead in the water.
You want to see your celebrity selfies? Upload them now at ontheredcarpet.com/selfie. We'll post our favorites to the On the Red Carpet social pages.
All right, joining us now is Samantha Kwan, a producer of Anora, and Sean Baker, who is up for, let's get this right, director, producer, editing and screenplay. You're like the most nominated person here tonight.
Crazy. I guess so. That's it's nice.
It's been nice talking to the people in your movie at various red carpet lines during awards season. I feel like you've helped change some lives. Have they told you that?
Yeah, they have, but what we would say is right back at them. Everyone has been so wonderful. Our cast is the best cast in the whole world, and we made this movie all together, so we couldn't have done it without them.
If you do the short version of this, telling people it's about a sex worker who marries a guy from Russia. It's so much more than that.
Yeah, it actually sort of spans genres. We do some genre hopping in there, but overall, it's a film that looks at a young sex worker in Brooklyn who is going through a very particular incident in her life.
So we know Mikey Madison here from Better Things as a child star, and now we know that she is fully grown up and her career is going in beautiful directions. How did you know that Mikey Madison was the actress to take on this role?
Well, I honestly did not know her work from Better Things. I saw her in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and then in Scream, and it was a combination of those two films that made us extremely confident that she was able to do this. We met her, we realized she's nothing like those characters, so we knew she wasn't typecast, and she knew she could give us an amazing performance, and she did.
Take a good look, everyone, at those two faces, because if you believe the odds makers, they'll take the stage at some point during tonight's 97th Oscars.
It's a celebration of cinema in the heart of Hollywood. The world's biggest movie stars are here now on the red carpet at the Oscars. And tomorrow morning, Live with Kelly and Mark right there takes over the Dolby Theater for their special After Oscar show, featuring backstage interviews and an epic tribute to Hollywood's biggest blockbusters. Check your local listings for tomorrow's episode.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect. Time just stood still. It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care.
He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble.
Everyone's so mean.
I did not know how hard this was gonna be.
You up for this? Let's get this done.
Being a cop is stressful. Every year on the job is different. No guts, no glory.
Showtime.
Get down!
Work smarter, not harder.
New The Rookie, Tuesday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
The news never stops.
From Tampa, we are here tonight as Hurricane Milton has just made landfall.
The surge just keeps coming up.
Right on the border between Ukraine and Russia.
In downtown Tel Aviv, rockets or missiles coming in.
ABC News Live everywhere.
We're not far from where this rally took place, so just stick with us here.
Here in London.
From the front lines.
Off the coast of Gaza. Wherever the story is.
We're going to take you there. You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live, streaming free everywhere.
Boys.
Auntie?
Oh.
This is how your father's business works. The life of crime and the life of this deli.
We're innocent. We'd be the first innocent brown people in jail. Oh my God.
There's a gun in the credenza. Finish him off now.
What?
What part of this are you not understanding?
Credenza, if I'm being honest, I don't think I know what that is.
We are surrounded by sharks. We're dead in the water.
We are at the Oscars right now, but pretty soon we will be live with Kelly and Mark after the Oscars. That happens tomorrow. Kelly Ripa, Mark Consuelos joining us now live. You're going to have fun backstage, but you've already talked to Conan on the day that he's taking the stage
he
for the
is
first
dialed
time.
in. He is steady. He's not panicking. We asked him. He's not nervous at all.
He's locked and loaded.
Yeah.
He is ready for this show. I feel like it's been his calling his entire life. And he's actually very calm, very, very calm.
Did he give you any ideas of what we might be seeing?
He did. Not. He did not. We tried to get it out of him. He wouldn't tell us.
And I know that you've always had a little cubbyhole backstage, but this year you've been promoted, it sounds like.
Yeah, we got a bigger TV.
We did. We got a bigger TV. Same tiny cubbyhole, but with this TV that we can almost see if we look really hard.
All right, so on your show tomorrow, we always know we're going to have a fun hour.
Yes.
Is it fun for you, or does it end and you guys go right to bed?
We're going to go after the show tonight. We will try to get a couple of hours of sleep after the production meeting, and then we will be live on the Oscar stage 6 a.m. LA time, and we've got an amazing show planned.
I know you know Whit Johnson and Lindsay Davis. Do you want to say hi? They're right there.
Hey guys.
Wait, Whit and Lindsay?
We want to see you. Where are you?
In 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what we know that they have in their cubbyhole? Tequila for those award winners.
That's right.
You know, some pretty good incentive. And we did just see Zoe Saldana arrive on the red carpet. She's up, of course, for Best Supporting Actress. Does she have that on lock? You think she's a shoo-in?
Both supporting categories this year seem like they're locked up and ready to go, but after a few discussions with voters, maybe a little bit tighter than initially we thought. Zoe Saldana could make history. She'll be the third Latina ever to win that category, but the first that isn't from West Side Story, because Ariana DeBose and Rita Moreno both played Anita. So Zoe seems like the favorite, but if she were to lose, I think it's to Isabella Rossellini from Conclave. Conclave really had a rising trajectory in the final days of voting. People really love her.
But she had such kind of she had minimal lines, but a strong presence.
So did Judi Dench in Shakespeare in Love.
Oh, okay.
8 minutes, and it's all it's a supporting performance. That's what they're made for.
Love when I can get that little bit of history out of you. Clayton Davis, thank you so much. And we are heating up here on the red carpet. More and more people coming through at the 97th Academy Awards.
Who should win the award for Best Dressed Star? Well, Demi just walked in, so it might be her. But don't be too quick to decide. We have a lot more fabulous fashion and live celebrity interviews still to come. For those breaking away for news on your local ABC station, you can keep watching at ontheredcarpet.com. For everyone else, we will be right back with more live from Hollywood as On the Red Carpet at the Oscars continues.
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
Never before a face-to-face interview with the camera.
Why now?
Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer, only on Hulu.
It started with a spark.
Getting that golden ticket today.
Good luck on out the golden ticket.
That grew into a light.
Will change my life.
I know you're nervous.
Show me a place where dreams come true.
I've never seen anything like it.
You're going to Hollywood.
My dream came true.
There are surprises in every person.
Where dreams come true.
The news never stops. We are here in Israel, a nation at war.
Hurricane Helene screaming across the state, and that's why ABC News Live never stops.
Taking you to the center of the story.
As news breaks live. ABC News Live is there for you all morning live. Right there. As events unfold across the day, breaking down the day's top stories. ABC News Live Prime going there wherever the story is.
And ABC News Live lighting up the weekend.
ABC News Live.
Because the news never stops.
You up for this? Let's get this done.
Being a cop is stressful. Every year on the job is different. No guts, no glory.
Showtime.
Get down!
Work smarter, not harder.
New The Rookie, Tuesday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect. Time just stood still.
It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care.
He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble. Everyone's so mean. I did not know how hard this was going to be.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of 2020, available free wherever you listen.
Live from Hollywood, this is On the Red Carpet at the Oscars.
Welcome back, everyone. You see Demi Moore in the building at this point on the red carpet. But also we have
one of the stars with us here, Fernanda Torres, nominated for Best Actress in I'm Still Here. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. Unbelievable.
And this is such a moment for you, almost a family affair, because you're the second Brazilian to be nominated for an Oscar. The first was your mother.
And because of the same director, Walter Salles.
Yes.
So what would it mean to you? What would it mean to Brazil to be able to take home the Oscar tonight?
Man, Brazil is crazy because it's Carnival today. So people are dressed up like Oscar, like myself, like it's unbelievable in Brazil. So it became like the Oscar Carnival.
And so have you gotten a chance to talk to Marcelo, who plays your character's son, who wrote the screenplay
Of course,
here?
this morning I called him.
And
we
what
are
did
great friends.
What does he say about all of this?
We are just laughing and happy because, you know, it was a small film compared to the others, and for 6 months we have been doing Q&As and festivals, and this film started to grow like a wave, and people, once they see it, they get so touched by this family, which is Marcelo's family, because of his book. So we're really happy as hell to be here and nominated as Best Film. That was unthinkable.
And the director, Walter Salles, you talked about the connection with your family as well, and he was a part of that film that created that your mom was nominated for, Central Station, years ago, and then you got to work with your mom on this film as well. What was that experience like?
Well, we have been working a lot. We did theater, cinema. In this film, she plays my character older, so we didn't meet. But to have the three of them in the same film, because I did a film before Central Station with Walter, it's a family affair, not only on the stage, I mean on the screen, but also behind it.
Obviously, we talked about what this would mean for Brazil. What do you hope the takeaway is for people who get a chance to see I'm Still Here?
I think people will be touched in a very special place. Everybody who watches the film says, I was so touched by it. Because, of course, it's not a happy story, but it's a story full of hope, of endurance, and it's a very important film for now, of how to resist and endure in terrible times. So people get really touched by this film in a very strange way.
Well, your performance was incredibly powerful, brought that hope. Congratulations. Wishing you the very best tonight. Fernanda Torres for Best Actress.
Bye-bye.
George,
the director right here.
Oh, the director, we got Walter Salles right here.
Yes.
Do we have time? Sorry, Walter, if we could ask you one quick question here. What's this experience been like for you? You get to work with Fernanda and her mom all in the same film.
How lucky am I to have worked with the two Fernandas in the same film?
Yes.
You know, it's a wonderful déjà vu, and I think that they elevated this film to what it became. You know, the 3 nominations.
So meaningful.
To both Fernandas.
That's the guy.
Congratulations to you both.
you.
All the best to you tonight.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the night. Yes, enjoy yourself.
Heating up, continuing to heat up, we should say, here on the red carpet at the 97th Academy Awards.
Well, we first spoke for LA Confidential way back when. Guy Pearce is here with us tonight, and he's nominated for Best Actor in a Supporting Role for his work in The Brutalist. You made a movie in a short amount of time. I don't understand how you got that movie made so quickly, considering it's 3 hours and 40 minutes long.
Yeah, I don't understand it either, but Brady's a very clever guy. He's a really incredible director. He really knew what he wanted, and he didn't do a lot of setups. So, and we never felt rushed, to be honest. We really felt like we had the time to do what we needed to do. But it was a very special experience making this film.
When you come to an event like this, you know people are really loving your work, and your peers have wanted you to be in this position. So does it feel any different to walk the carpet, or any carpet, as a nominee?
Yeah, it does. It feels very special, and I feel really honored, and people are being really lovely, and I'm really proud of the film and happy that I got to be part of it. So it's feeling pretty great.
People haven't seen the movie, and you have 2 sentences to tell them why they should see The Brutalist. What do you say?
It's original.
2 words, not even 2 sentences. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Oscar nominee Guy Pearce.
Oh, George, that was a fun interview. Well, you know what? We are hearing some really loud screams down there. And then we look right to the fashion camera, and we're noticing who's coming in. Zoe Saldana was one of those people just a moment ago, and my goodness, she wowed. She looked exceptional. All right, Joe, give it to us. Break it down.
Well, it's no surprise that she is wearing Saint Laurent. Of course, she has been a huge ambassador for the brand, has been only wearing Saint Laurent this entire award season. This was custom made for her by Anthony Vaccarello, and of course, inspired by true Parisian couture with a sort of tiered maroon, the opera-length gloves. Everything about this is so classy, and it's her time.
Lupita Nyong'o also just showed up, and what do you think, Ro?
You know what? Sensuality and glamour has dominated the carpet this award show season, and she combines both in this beautiful, beautiful gown. The white, ethereal color, the beautiful beading, the corsetry. It's absolutely amazing. You know the thing about Lupita Nyong'o? No matter what she wears, she always ends up on the best dressed list, and I think that she may be my best dress on this red carpet, I have to say.
That is a beautiful dress. And Demi Moore also showed up, and she's stunned. That's when I think we heard the largest,
shining
screams.
like the winner that she will be.
Yes.
Rumor has it that she is wearing Armani Privé, and of course, she kicked this tour off 9 months ago at the Cannes Film Festival in Armani Privé, so it makes sense that she is closing out tonight with the same designer, which was her good luck charm. I have to say, there's a lot of sentimentality behind wearing a designer when you start to when you finish in this incredible journey for Demi.
You know what, though, Joe? I think this is the perfect look to wear if you're going to take home an Oscar.
Absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. Isn't it beautiful?
I hope she wins.
Just getting started, too. So a lot more to come from the red carpet. And we'll be back with more on the red carpet at the 97th Oscars.
Maybe we'll start with the wildfires.
Sure.
Here we are with the CEO, Chairman, Disney, the big boss, a.k.a., right, Bob Iger. So much to talk about here. Disney has a few potential opportunities to bring home some awards, including Inside Out 2. Many people talk about anxiety on this red carpet, right? So it feels fitting. Do you have one that you think may be your best bet?
Well, I don't pick favorites when they're ours. We have a lot. A Complete Unknown is ours as well. And, of course, Timothy and Monica both have nominations. And James Mangold, the director. Kieran Culkin for Real Pain is also ours. And Inside Out 2, as you mentioned. It's a good night for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly, right? Yeah, I get it. Let's talk about one of the balance here with this award show is the celebration of the films, but also the recovery from the LA wildfires. And this community has been so resilient. I know Disney has done a lot for the entertainment industry. Talk about some of the things that are being done and what you've seen so far.
Well, it was quite a time, as you'd imagine, with thousands of people homeless, actually. And we were affected significantly because this is our home base, so we had well over 150 employees who lost their homes. It was important for us not only to take care of them, but to take care of the community that we live and work in. And I will say that while LA is resilient, it's also going to take a long time to get over this, particularly for those that lost so much.
But of course, having the Oscars here, big financial boost for the city of LA. And so we're all grateful that the show goes on, as they say.
Show must go on.
In
yes.
Hollywood. Bob Iger, thanks so much for
Pleasure, as always.
Nice to see you both.
And looking good in the velvet, too. Yeah.
Very good to see you, Bob. All right, the 97th Academy Awards, all the excitement. Look at just how many people are pouring in as we are minutes away from the start time of the show.
Yes, the show must go on, and you can feel the excitement. The red carpet is not... If you're coming to LA to see some stars, be sure to stop at the Griffith Observatory. Nestled in the largest urban wilderness municipal park in the United States, the Griffith Observatory is the perfect place to explore the universe. On the Red Carpet Loves LA is sponsored locally by Visit California. California, the ultimate playground.
Thursday.
We have a possible hostage situation.
Got his location.
There's nobody here.
911 is back.
Something's not right.
Almost nothing is right about it.
As its most intense season yet continues.
Zip ties, rope, blood.
He's a damn serial killer. And it looks like he took Maddie with him.
We're gonna find her.
The 911 two-part return begins Thursday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Boys. Auntie? Home.
This is how your father's business works. The life of crime and the life of this deli.
We're innocent.
We'd be the first innocent brown people in jail. Oh my God.
There's a gun in the credenza. Finish him off now.
What?
What part of this are you not understanding?
Credenza, if I'm being honest, I don't think I know what that is.
You up for this? Let's get this done.
Being a cop is stressful. Every year on the job is different. No guts, no glory.
Showtime.
Get down!
Work smarter, not harder.
New The Rookie, Tuesday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt
The accomplice. I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer, only on Hulu.
With so much at stake in our world right now, more Americans turn here to David than anywhere else. And now, America's most trusted, most watched newscast, ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir, is available to you on YouTube.
Another Fast Fact, sponsored by Spectrum. The number of competitive Oscar categories will expand to 28 next year with a new category, Best Casting.
He's been acting for quite a while. He's also been writing for quite a while. Sometimes we didn't even know he was writing, but he wrote A Real Pain. It's up for Best Original Screenplay. It's Jesse Eisenberg. Did you ever see yourself on this red carpet in all your dreams?
I don't see myself in any room, so this is unusual, and I'm really honored to be here.
You really are an everyman, I think, and you always are surprised by all the accolades that come your way. But maybe it's because you have a certain way of thinking when you put pen to paper.
Oh, possibly. I also just think it's like the normal human response that no one should ever expect to come to something illustrious and wonderful and exclusive as this.
But when you get this particular nomination, it says your peers really respect what you do. And how filling is that for you emotionally?
Oh, yeah, I guess when you put it that way, it's incredibly nice. I guess it's kind of like hard to think about it that way because there's like so much that leads into it. So you feel like, I don't know, like you're in this like competitive treadmill kind of place. But I think what you just said is right. Yeah, it's like being honored by your peers. And yeah, that's like the greatest thing. I feel so lucky. I've been writing for like 20 years. So like I always kind of like wanted, I don't know, I guess to be noticed as a writer, and this is certainly not what I expected at this point.
You're an actor, a writer, a husband, a father, but the husband and father part of you is still in New York, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, my wife came here tonight. She came here tonight. She surprised me, coming with me on the airplane. And no, she's here. She's happy. She's criticizing all of the various things I think about saying and why I'm not saying the right thing. And she's here, and she's very happy.
Jesse, you can never say anything wrong to me because every one of our interviews feels completely coming from your brain and your heart at the same time. So good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, it's Jesse Eisenberg nominated for his Best Original Screenplay for A Real Pain.
Hollywood's biggest stars are wearing their Oscar Sunday best, like Timothy Chalamet. Stay tuned for more interviews, more fashion, and more surprises when the Emmy Award-winning On the Red Carpet at the Oscars continues. Now, want to make sure you don't miss any of the viral moments on the red carpet during tonight's Oscar ceremony and behind the scenes? Well, go to ontheredcarpet.com now and follow along with our live Oscars blog. There's no business like small business. Sponsored by Hiscox. Here's small business owner Michael Unkefer, owner of Mark's Garden in Sherman Oaks.
At Mark's Garden, we focus on, floral arrangements and event design work. This year at the Oscars, Mark's Garden will be supplying flowers for the Oscar dressing rooms and anything, also the artist entrance in the back as well. It is Hollywood's biggest night, and as a small business owner, it's quite the honor to be asked to be part of the Oscars, and there's a lot of pride behind that.
There's no business like small business, like no business we know. We never sleep because we're busy dreaming.
Sleep? You gotta sleep.
When water from the pipes was pouring down, filed a claim with Hiscox.
We turned it around.
'Cause there's no business like small business.
Like no business we know. Wha-bam!
What's good to watch, read? Where can I get a great deal on what I'm just dying to buy? Oh, it's all right here. GMA Life. All the exclusive and buzziest celebrity good stuff. Deals and steals with amazing savings and the coolest lifestyle tips from Good Morning America.
Get excited!
I love that so much. It's time for GMA Life.
GMA Life, streaming weekends on ABC News Live. Your weekend just got a little better with GMA Life.
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
Never before a face-to-face interview with the camera.
Why now?
Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer, only on Hulu.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect. Time just stood still. It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care. He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble.
Everyone's so mean.
I did not know how hard this was gonna be.
The news never stops. We are here in Israel, a nation at war.
Hurricane Helene screaming across the state, and that's why ABC News Live never stops.
Taking you to the center of the story. As news breaks live.
ABC News Live is there for you all morning live. Right there. As events unfold across the day, breaking down the day's top stories. ABC News Live Prime going there wherever the story is.
And ABC News Live lighting up the weekend.
ABC News Live.
Because the news never stops.
This is not just any killer. Pure evil.
He's the best serial killer that ever existed.
I'm more sane than most Americans.
This guy is evil genius.
Wild Crime, 11 Skulls, only on Hulu.
Joining us now live on the red carpet is the man behind A Complete Unknown, director James Mangold. And how many other hyphenates for that particular movie?
I co-wrote it, and I'm a producer. So you got three of them there.
You just never do one job.
Well, directing is kind of a little bit of everything, and as you move forward, you kind of start realizing, why not manage the show? But writing is also a great love of mine. Directing and writing, to make the movie you want to make that you see in your mind is a great thing.
We're so excited to talk about this movie at the premiere, but I'm thinking all the work that Timothée Chalamet did and Edward Norton and Monica Barbaro, this is changing Monica Barbaro's whole trajectory, isn't it?
She's incredible in the movie, so of course it should. And all of them worked for years, you know. The first draft I finished on this movie was before COVID hit in 2019, so we were ready to make this movie for what now would be 6 years, and all that time, Timmy, Monica, the rest of the cast, were all cast. They were preparing to make this movie.
Your film got a lot of love this year, so last question, in a perfect world, what would happen for you tonight?
It's already happened. To be here, to be among my peers, to have the film that we worked on so hard to be celebrated. Of course, you'd love to win something, but the reality is, I know I speak for all the people involved in the movie, you're thrilled that you make it through this gauntlet and end up in this final circle. That is the victory.
So it's James Mangold, director, writer, producer, and class act. Thank you for joining
George.
us.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
There are more movie stars here than we can count. This is so much fun. And Oscar Sunday gets even more fun later tonight. After the ceremony, join us for On the Red Carpet After the Awards, featuring interviews with tonight's winners and VIP access inside Hollywood's exclusive after parties. Check your local listings or stream at ontheredcarpet.com right after American Idol tonight on ABC.
Thursday.
We have a possible hostage situation.
I got his location.
There's nobody here.
911 is back.
Something's not right.
Almost nothing is right about it.
As its most intense season yet continues.
Zip ties, rope, blood.
He's a damn serial killer. And it looks like he took Maddie with him.
We're gonna find her.
The 911 two-part return begins Thursday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
What's good to watch? Read? Where can I get a great deal on what I'm just dying to buy? Oh, it's all right here. GMA Life. All the exclusive and buzziest celebrity good stuff. Deals and steals with amazing savings and the coolest lifestyle tips from Good Morning America.
Get excited!
I love that so much. It's time for GMA Life.
GMA Life, streaming weekends on ABC News Live. Your weekend just got a little better with GMA Life.
Boys. Auntie? Oh.
This is how your father's business works. The life of crime and the life of this deli.
We're innocent. We'd be the first innocent brown people in jail. Oh my God.
There's a gun in the credenza. Finish him off now.
What?
What part of this are you not understanding?
Credenza, if I'm being honest, I don't think I know what that is.
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
Never before a face-to-face interview with a camera.
Why now?
Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer, only on Hulu.
You're watching America's #1 streaming news, ABC News Live. Breaking news, exclusives, live reporting across the globe. Keep streaming with ABC News Live.
She is one of the most beautiful stars in Hollywood. She is here as a presenter tonight at the Oscars. It's Ana de Armas. You like comedy, you like drama. What do you like the most when it comes to a role, when it comes your way?
Oh man, I like it all. I think it's all about the character, and you have fun doing both things. I can't pick.
You'll take the stage tonight for an event that's live all around the world. Is that more nerve-wracking, or is a movie set more nerve-wracking?
definitely this is more nerve-wracking. Yeah, it's supposed to be very easy and smooth. We've rehearsed and it's wonderful. It went well, so it's supposed to be fun. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy the moment,
Will you strain your neck to say hello to somebody? One of the stars here tonight that you want to work with one day?
Oh my gosh, so many. I'm really happy to be back here again and see all these wonderful people. I want to work with all of them. Yeah.
Well, I wish you well. Thank you so much. Ana de Armas, who's presenting something, we just don't know what.
Oh, George, we'll be excited to find out, that's for sure. And yes, we're very excited about the styles that have been coming down the red carpet. Selena Gomez, just a moment ago, came in. She's going to be a presenter tonight. And Ro, what do you think?
You know what I have to say on this carpet? Selena Gomez is giving us Hollywood bombshell. She is gorgeous in this beautiful Ralph Lauren custom gown. It's amazing. It's got the beautiful mermaid spool on the hemline, as well as the beautiful off-the-shoulder décolletage and the diamonds. She looks like an A-list Hollywood star in this gown. So beautiful. And the color.
Girlfriends. Margaret Qualley. She looks great tonight, too, and she's also a presenter tonight. What do you think, Ro?
Margaret is giving us classic Hollywood glamour. She looks absolutely beautiful. The updo, the beautiful gown. Stunning.
It. She's gorgeous. All right, Lindsay, we'll send it back over your way.
All right, Leslie, a lot going on the red carpet here. We just had the Conclave cast walking by. Oh, Miley Cyrus. Hi, Miley. How are you? Yeah. All right. Let's quickly bring in Diane Warren, Clayton Davis, Chris Connolly back with us. Clayton, your pick for Best Picture tonight.
We're down to, I think, between Anora and Conclave. Anora has WGA, DJ, PJ. The only film to ever lose with that combo is Brokeback Mountain. I'm sticking with Anora, but we could have an upset with Conclave. Has SAG and BAFTA, last movie to lose with that.
5 seconds to you. Does Anora win?
It sure does. And how?
Okay, there we go. George Pinocchio, it's been a pleasure working with you here on this red carpet.
I'd like to say the same. I'll also tell you this. Right now is the log jam of log jams as far as the Oscars are concerned. Ava DuVernay just arrived. Adrian Brody. We just talked to Sebastian Stan and his special date. You'll see that soon on our streaming show. And on the red carpet right now is Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. We'll try to get them for the streaming show too. But what a pleasure it's been to be on this red carpet with all of you for On the Red Carpet at the Oscars, the 2025 edition. Wow, what a good time we've had today.
Well, that wraps up this portion of On the Red Carpet at the Oscars. We will continue the show live at ontheredcarpet.com and wherever you're streaming. Here on ABC, we're handing things over to Julianne Hough and Jesse Palmer. Good night, guys. What's good to watch? Read? Where can I get a great deal on what I'm just dying to buy? Oh, it's all right here. GMA Life. All the exclusive and buzziest celebrity good stuff. Deals and steals with amazing savings and the coolest lifestyle tips from Good Morning America.
Get excited!
I love that so much. It's time for GMA Life.
GMA Life. Streaming weekends on ABC.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect. Time just stood still. It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care.
He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble.
Everyone's so mean.
I did not know how hard this was going to be.
The news never stops. We are here in Israel, a nation at war.
Hurricane Helene screaming across the state, and that's why ABC News Live never stops.
Taking you to the center of the story. As news breaks live.
ABC News Live is there for you all morning live. Right there. As events unfold across the day, breaking down the day's top stories. ABC News Live Prime going there, wherever the story is. And ABC News Live lighting up the weekend. ABC News Live.
Because the news never stops.
It started with a spark.
Getting that golden ticket today.
Good luck
coming out the golden ticket.
That grew into a light.
Will change my life.
I know you're nervous. Show me a place where dreams come true.
I've never seen anything like it.
You're going to Hollywood.
My dream came true.
There are surprises in every person.
GMA Friday morning.
Here we go.
Ready for a little gaga?
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. From her new music, everyone's waiting for.
You call it mayhem.
Yes.
What does this album tell us about the phase of life you're in right now?
To life with her fiancé.
How's the wedding planning going?
Oh my gosh. It's gaga as you've never seen before.
Provocative, strong, sensational.
Friday morning.
I could die with a smile now because I'm hanging out with you.
Me too. Only on Good Morning America.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of 2020, available free wherever you listen.
Live from Hollywood, this is On the Red Carpet at the Oscars.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for streaming us for this, the 97th Academy Awards. We are seeing really the stars come in now as they're coming in just in time to really take their seats, rushing down the red carpet. Just a little while ago, we saw Goldie Hawn, also Queen Latifah, who's going to be participating in the memoriam segment for Quincy Jones tonight.
Yeah, we saw Ariana Grande walk by, and we were trying to bring her over. She did say hello, but said she had to protect her voice. Oh, there she is right there, waving to us, and she said she had to protect her voice. Of course, she's going to perform that wicked duo with Cynthia Erivo later tonight. Very much looking forward to that. In the meantime, let's go to George Pinocchio in the first interview position right here on the red carpet. George.
He's one of my favorites, and he's nominated for Best Actor for his work in The Apprentice. It's Sebastian Stan, and perhaps the best date of the night, his mom, Georgetta. How proud are you of your son?
I'm very proud. I can't even think. I can't even dream, but I'm dreaming. I don't know.
No, we're this is a really special night because it's been a long road, I think, for the two of us, and then definitely started. One of the first times we ever came to America, we took this LA bus tour, and then we stopped outside this theater. We had a moment, so now we're here. It's pretty great.
I think you're here in part, I bet, because you got the support of your mom to pursue your dreams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she was always very encouraging with sort of the acting and everything, and certainly when I was a kid in Vienna, and then she didn't really push me either. You know, it kind of allowed me to sort of discover it on my own, and that's what you want.
Did you ever say to him, Sebastian, I don't want you to play that role?
No, never.
I know.
But I have to tell you what I did. A lot of prayers, love, and discipline.
Prayers, discipline, and she was just glad I didn't have to have a beard.
I think that when you come to share an event like this with the person you love the most, the memories just never go away.
Oh, it's forever. It's the Oscars. I mean, you dream about it. You watch it on TV. We were watching it last year. It's insane that we're here. It really is very special, and it's part of the history that what this night represents, and what, you know, so many great actors, people I've looked up to, have gone through this. So it's very, very grateful to be here.
I don't have to tell you this, but you raised a really good son.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Have fun.
All
Sebastian
right.
Stan
Thank you, George.
and his
Thank
mom,
you.
Georgetta, our new favorite. Thank you.
All right, thank you, George. And we are now here with Chris Bowers and his wife, Brianna, expecting their second child.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And not only your second child, but your second nomination in back-to-back years, another consecutive nominee. So The Wild Robot, there's not actually a lot of narration throughout it. So how did you use music really to keep the movie going forward?
You know, I think it was talking to Chris a lot about the emotions that were necessary to feel in each scene. And I feel like the story is just so clear and making me feel something watching it. And so it was amazing to use melodies and evolve those melodies over the course of the film to help tell the story. And then for me, really, it's just pulling on my own personal experience to have those emotions kind of pour out. I mean, being a dad and having a new one, like all those things I think were so helpful in writing that music.
My kids absolutely love this movie. They've watched it over and over again. When you're composing music, you know, you're a father now too. When you're composing music that you know is going to be consumed by children, is there a different approach to it? How do you go about doing that?
You know, that's an interesting question. I think with this film, the way that they handle some of the tough topics that they deal with, like death and complex aspects between mother and son, there's so many things that they don't handle with kid gloves that they really handle in this grounded way. And so the music actually tries its best to also handle it in this really grounded way. And while at the same time, I always want to have melodies that are singable. I think one of the biggest compliments to me was the fact that my daughter now, I can sing the melody to the main theme and she can recognize it instantly. That means a lot.
And Brianna, I'd like to bring you in here because also we're talking about LA Strong, and a month ago we weren't even sure that the biggest night in Hollywood was going to take place. What do you want people to know about Los Angeles and your favorite aspect?
You know, I think I want people to know we have a couple of friends who have lost homes in Altadena and have had to relocate actually because of it with little ones and whatnot. And I think it's been really profound to see how much people have extended, like, just help and kindness and love and just community during a time of so much pain. I think this event is so fun and these experiences are so exciting, but it's really people reaching out and trying to see if other people need a hand. Absolutely. And I think that that's something that's really been demonstrated by even, you know, all the award shows that have happened since, including tonight. There's been a huge conscientiousness of taking care of people, which is beautiful about LA.
Highlighting the resilience of this community.
Yes.
Chris, Brianna, thank you so much, and congratulations for both reasons here. The nomination and the new baby on the way. Thanks again. Let's head over to George.
He is the director of Wicked and the upcoming Wicked 2. It's John M. Chu. Okay, your movie has 10 nominations, right?
Crazy, insane.
Is that what we call an embarrassment of riches?
We call it a dream come true. I couldn't have never imagined this when I was a kid watching this every year. I've watched every show.
I think what you've discovered over the course of time is all the people who've told you how much they love Wicked, including your own children.
Yeah, to show my children, I have 5 kids, to show them the movie from the inception all the way to seeing the costumes being designed, to hiring Ariana and Cynthia, to being on set, seeing those builds, and to see now the audience taking it. It's pretty incredible.
I'm going to ask you a serious question. You take us to the wonderful world of Oz, essentially, and we see these magnificent things. LA had a hard time. They're going to honor the firefighters. But I think people need to know LA is still open. You can come and visit us. There's still a lot to see in this Oz.
Yeah, I mean, so many people here have probably been hurting a lot in the last few weeks, but they're here going back to work to create dreams so other people all around the world can dream even bigger. I think that's what today's celebration's all about, to be honest. Yeah.
Disneyland is open for business, right?
I promised my kids if we won, I would take them to Disney World. I'd take them to Disneyland. I promised all the Disneys for them. So you never know. You never know. I might be spending a lot of money.
I'd like to ask you one last question. There's something about Cynthia Erivo, and I think you can see like an aura of happiness when she walks towards you. What is that?
It's a gift from God. They both have it, and there's something when they walk into a room. I think it is a love of self and a love of the community, and when those two things intersect, it's beautiful. And the fact they can express it with song and acting, and we can capture it for cinema, for people to go all around the world to see. I think that's when it all connects, and that's why we're here in Hollywood, right?
Have a good time tonight. It's John M. Chu. It's good to see you too. The man behind Wicked.
All right, George, thank you. We are joined now by Corley Farja, the director of The Substance, nominated for multiple Academy Awards. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I got to say, I was telling you before when we were in commercial that I saw this movie going in blind. I hadn't read about it. 10 minutes in, my mind was completely blown.
Yes.
Where did you come up with the idea for this film?
I mean, I think it's something that lives with me my whole life, since I'm a little girl, about, the expectation that the world put on us as women about what we should look like, how we should behave, what we should do or not should do. And it builds so many crazy expectations that make you feel bad about yourself. So for me, it was the time where I felt ready to blow everything out. I needed to give a big kick into the system to say we need to change the way we are able to step in and take our place in the world.
And speaking of taking your place in the world, you're the only woman who's nominated in the Best Director category tonight. How does that feel for that representation for you personally?
So for me, I feel, extremely happy about that, to be able to be that voice and to represent that voice. But, I think the numbers are still so bad regarding this, 1 on 5, like that's not enough, So I think it's a whole system, that kind of turn in a circle that we need to explode and build a new system that can help bring those new voice at the same level than everyone. So I'm really happy to be beginning of the change, but we need more.
Well, Coralie Farja, congratulations once again. Enjoy the night. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
George, let's head over to you.
All right, thank you. She's from A Complete Unknown. She's nominated for her supporting work in the film. It's Monica Barbaro. I think you have about 200 new friends after this award season experience.
Oh, yeah. My gosh, the actors I've met are so wonderful, and everyone's just been so generous. It's nice that we get to have these little times where we hang out so much and get to know each other and just talk about filmmaking, and I think everyone's just been so excited for tonight to happen.
A lot of good things have happened to you, but I think one that you were most excited about, based on our past conversations, getting to meet Joan Baez and going to her concert.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's phenomenal.
And you had a nice conversation with her backstage?
Yeah, we did. She's lovely. She's very generous.
You may remember I shoved my mic in front of you and Cynthia Erivo because I was about to talk to her at the SAG Awards, and Cynthia said, please keep singing to you.
Yes, yeah, that was a pretty overwhelmingly beautiful moment. I admire Cynthia so much. So to hear that from her, I have received my orders and I will continue.
Okay, very good. Monica Barbaro, thanks for joining us. And now it's back to Lindsay and Whit.
I think I will in the introduction. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we're on.
Yes, we are.
We're on
this
right
is
now.
live TV here on the red carpet. And I actually just want to surprise you here.
Okay.
We have a little picture of you attending as a fan in the stands at the Oscars.
The young Jeremy
There's
Strong.
Jeremy Strong there. And now look at you, fast forward a few decades later, up for Best Supporting Actor in The Apprentice. What a full circle moment, really.
Thank you. That makes me emotional. It was 1993. Pacino won for Scent of a Woman.
Wow.
Downey was walking the carpet. I was a kid. Just like these kids here in the bleachers. So this is incredible to be here. It's a dream.
Did you ever anticipate it?
It's just I've always loved acting. It's what I've devoted my life to. So this is the highest bar. It's the highest honor. It's incredibly meaningful. My 3 daughters are home watching.
I see some friendship rings.
I've got a ring that my 6.5-year-old made for me. No, it's just I feel overwhelmed. I feel amazed and grateful and overwhelmed.
The fact that you
the movie that we made, The Apprentice, I think it's a really important film that has a lot to say about our world now. So I'm very proud to be here with that film.
And you played Roy Cohn, who was an attorney and advisor for Donald Trump in his early days getting into politics. And one thing that you said that was interesting, you said you didn't want to do an imitation. It was about capturing the essence of Roy Cohn. And how did you go about tapping into that?
Oh, it's
because he's a very complex character.
It's a kind of alchemy that's hard to talk about, but immersively and intensively, and you just try and go there. But what Roy stood for, his gospel was a gospel of misinformation and aggression and untruth and denialism. These are all things that we're experiencing now in a very frightening way. So Roy Cohn is sort of the godfather of so much of that.
Jeremy Strong, we thank you so. Oh, look at that, Robert Downey Jr.
Hello.
Hey.
I have no time for this. I'm here to help. I'm a presenter tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. Busy schedule. Well, we thank you for coming by. Nonetheless,
welcome, Robert Downey Jr., Jeremy Strong. Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
And we're sending it. Oh.
Yeah, we got surprise moments left and right. Conan O'Brien is taking the stage soon to host the The Disneyland Resort is getting ready to celebrate its 70th anniversary. Get ready for the party and start planning your vacation at the happiest place on earth. On the Red Carpet Loves LA is sponsored locally by Visit California. California, the ultimate playground. What's good to watch, read? Where can I get a great deal on what I'm just dying to buy? Oh, it's all right here. GMA Life. All the exclusive and buzziest celebrity good stuff. Deals and steals with amazing savings and the coolest lifestyle tips from Good Morning America.
Get excited!
I love that so much. It's time for GMA Life.
GMA Life, streaming weekends on ABC News Live. Your weekend just got a little better with GMA Life.
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
Never before a face-to-face interview with a camera.
Why now?
Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer, only on Hulu.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect.
Time just stood still. It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care.
He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble. Everyone's so mean. I did not know how hard this was gonna be.
She's a former Best Actress winner for Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's Michelle Yeoh joining us on the carpet tonight wearing stunning blue. You always dress the part, don't you? You're good at this.
Thank you. I think we have to make an effort because, you know, the fans are out here to see us and we're celebrating.
You have celebrated cinema. Do you dare say for how many years now for a career?
40 years.
Fantastic. Do you ever wonder why you've lasted the test of time? It's such a tough business and you've been in it the whole way.
Thank you for saying that. I think it's because I do it with real passion and love, you know, and I just love being here.
Is there some project you can tell us about that's on the way?
Well, Wicked 2. Wicked for Good is coming soon. And then I'm finishing off the Blade Runner series.
We all want Michelle Yeoh.
All right, George. Well, we're having a great time up here now. A couple of different people just walked in. And, of course, we've been waiting for some celebrities to show up and wondering where have they been. Well, they've arrived. So the first one is Mikey Madison. Mikey Madison is doing a great job on the red carpet. What do you think?
Oh, my. Take an educated guess. I would say, is she wearing Givenchy? Because it really goes back to Givenchy from the 50s and 60s. And they've done such a great job at really recreating some of their archives in their vault. So if I was a betting man, I'm going to be betting on Givenchy.
I would bet on you, too. How about that?
Well, there you go.
Then look at this. Scarlett Johansson showing up on the red carpet. Gosh, she looks amazing. What do you think, Ro?
You know, this is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, Joe was saying that we're taking it, we were looking at old Hollywood, but this is timeless glamour. This is another thing that we've seen on the red carpet, on the fashion runways, and she is beautiful in this velvet blue dress, and I love the gloves. The updos are actually a big trend on this carpet as well, and the beautiful diamond choker, stunning.
Okay, listen, we were waiting and hoping and dreaming, and then he shows up. Colman Domingo, what do you think?
Oh, he's my style hero. Can I just be him, look like him, dress like him? I mean, everything about him, he never has a misstep. I mean, I think we were talking earlier, we're like, he's definitely wearing Valentino, but we love the red on a red carpet. Whoever said you can't do that has never met Colman Domingo, because he looks absolutely fabulous. The sash, the jewelry, he's setting some trends tonight, guaranteed.
Absolutely. He's all about meticulously paying attention to detail.
I think we all need a pinky ring after tonight.
Yeah. Thumbs up? Pinky up?
You can borrow mine.
Oh, my goodness.
My emerald pinky ring.
Well, I mean, we've been just having a lot of fun. Now, there are a couple of other people that we're going to talk about here shortly, but for now, we're just going to let the red carpet do its thing, and we'll be back with more.
The stars have been arriving at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood for hours, and now it's almost time to rush inside for the show. Want even more celebrity interviews, fashion, and surprises? Be sure to follow On the Red Carpet on social media. Follow along with us all night for more Oscar fun and get the latest entertainment news all year long.
Thursday.
We have a possible hostage situation.
Got his location.
There's nobody here.
911 is back.
Something's not right. Almost nothing is right about it.
As its most intense season yet continues.
Zip ties, rope.
Blood. He's a damn serial killer. And it looks like he took Maddie with him.
We're gonna find her. The 911 two-part return begins Thursday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
What's good to watch, read? Where can I get a great deal on what I'm just dying to buy? Oh, it's all right here. GMA Life. All the exclusive and buzziest celebrity good stuff. Deals and steals with amazing savings and the coolest lifestyle tips from Good Morning America.
Get excited!
I love that so much. It's time for GMA Life.
GMA Life, streaming weekends on ABC News Live. Your weekend just got a little better with GMA Life.
Boys. Auntie? Oh.
Finish him off now.
What?
What part of this are you not understanding?
Credenza, if I'm being honest, I don't think I know what that is.
We want to see your celebrity selfies. Upload them now at ontheredcarpet.com/selfie. We'll post our favorites to the On the Red Carpet social pages.
Look who's here. It's Best Actor nominee Ralph Fiennes for Conclave. I saw this movie. It was so gripping with one of the best endings. It really keeps your attention. Did you expect all the love this film has gotten?
You never know what's going to happen when you make a movie. You hope you're going to get some love, and luckily we did.
This film has such a great cast with Isabella Rossellini and John Lithgow, yourself. Were the takes just like, got it, take two, moving on?
No, Edward Berger, who directed it, was wonderfully investigative in his process, so we got more than one take.
When you tell people you're in this film and it involves dealing with getting us the Catholic Church a new pope, what do you say to them beyond that? Because it's kind of really a interesting behind-the-scenes glimpse into that world.
Yes, I mean, this is a process which is very ancient, this electoral process, and eventually there will be conclaves over time, and this was an attempt to get inside the levels of intrigue that may or may not happen when the new pope is elected.
I remember, I think we first spoke for The English Patient many years ago. You've stood the test of time in a crazy business. What is next beyond this?
I'm going back to what I love, which is the theatre.
In Britain?
Yes, but maybe bring the shows here.
I like hearing that. Ralph Fiennes, thanks so much for joining us. He's nominated for Best Actor for his work in Conclave.
There's just a few minutes left before the 97th Oscars begin on ABC and Hulu. As you're watching the Oscars tonight, follow along with our live Oscars blog. Go to ontheredcarpet.com on your phone to see all the fun behind the scenes as you're watching the show on TV. What's good to watch, read? Where can I get a great deal on what I'm just dying to buy? Oh, it's all right here. GMA Life. All the exclusive and buzziest celebrity good stuff. Deals and steals with amazing savings and the coolest lifestyle tips from Good Morning America.
Get excited!
I love that so much. It's time for GMA Life.
GMA Life, streaming weekends on ABC News Live. Your weekend just got a little better with GMA Life.
I'd never seen that many skeletal remains. Thousands.
This killer, he's the Dahmer you've never heard of.
There were mannequins, almost like it was a club.
I felt the presence of evil.
Never before a face-to-face interview with the camera.
Why now?
Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
The Fox Hollow Murders, playground of a serial killer, only on Hulu.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect.
Time just stood still.
It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Fran, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care.
He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble. Everyone's so mean. I did not know how hard this was gonna be.
All right, he's a superstar no matter what he does, and it's Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm not supposed to be doing this.
Why?
Leave it. Because I'm not nominated for anything. I'm just presenting something and I'm going to mind my business.
Yeah, but you know what? You are a superstar in what you do, whether it's on the stage or whether it's on the screen, and people love you. Why? What do your fans say to you most?
What do my fans say to me most? What's in your wallet? Which has nothing to do with any movie I've ever done.
What is the next movie you'll be doing?
Next movie I'm going to be doing, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you. It's a big secret, like the Super Bowl was.
When you get home, since you're not going to stay for the show, will you turn on the Oscars?
I'm recording it, I think. I'm not sure. Technology's killing me these days.
All right, I need to let you get home because there's been a traffic jam outside.
I know.
Sam Jackson, thanks so much for joining us. All right, that's
for the chat, right?
Oh, I love it. He's so much fun. All right, well, listen, we are getting down to the wire here. So, really quick, rapid fire. Michelle Yeoh.
Oh my God, of course she would dazzle in a custom royal blue Balenciaga. Of course, being an ambassador of Balenciaga, she looks dynamite.
All right, Halle Berry, Ro.
I have to say, Hollywood royalty here. She knows how to shut down a red carpet. She's a knockout. And this Mirabal Christian Siriano gown with the sheer panels on the side. She looks stunning.
It was so wonderful being with both of you tonight on the red carpet at the Oscars.
Gosh.
I just wouldn't. This is the best team.
I know.
The best
I love
team.
you guys.
Thank
I love my ladies. Thank you for bringing me in.
Lindsay and Whit, we're going to send it over to you. Don't go anywhere. We have hugs for you too.
Hey, we're sending hugs up on the balcony.
right.
Yes, yeah, we see you up there.
Best team, I agree, and that includes our fave, Chris Connolly. All right, let's do the big three here. Who do you think is going to win? Best picture, best actor, best actress?
Honora in A Nail Biter over Conclave, which feels to me like the best picture of the year 2000. I don't think, I'm going to say Adrian Brody in Best Actor, also close his second Oscar. And then in actress, I think it's going to be Demi, and I think it's going to be a big emotional moment on stage. She'll give a great speech that will touch a lot of people's hearts.
Is there a surprise perhaps in there, or somebody that maybe...
Fernanda Torres is absolutely the surprise there, because it's Mikey Madison and Demi Moore, both very talented actors, kind of splitting the vote. The international vote coming in big for Fernanda, who is amazing in that movie. So I think she's got a great shot as well.
All right.
Do you remember a year where there was so much that was still so unknown?
No. I mean, there have been huge shocks around here before, people who have won that you've never seen coming. But this is a year where there's a lot of uncertainty, so you'll be on the edge of your seat until the very end of the show.
Excellent. Well, we are looking forward to it. Chris Connolly, we love working with you. It's
Thank
such
you,
a pleasure.
Sir. I feel the same way. You too, Lindsay.
And you know how I feel about you, Mr. Connolly. This red carpet is closing now. It is time to start the 97th Oscars.
Yes, it is. And be sure to stay on ABC or Hulu right now so you don't miss the start of the show. And remember to check your local listings or go to ontheredcarpet.com to watch On the Red Carpet after the awards later tonight.
From all of us here on the red carpet, thank you so much. Whenever, wherever news breaks, it's so important to always remember that lives are changed. Here in London, in Buffalo, Uvalde, Texas, Edinburgh, Scotland. From Poland once again tonight. Thank you so much for streaming with us. Ukrainian refugees here in Warsaw. Do you think you'll ever be able to go back home? We're heading to a small community outside of Mexico City. Splintered houses and splintered lives. The magnet